This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Retrovision, the right advice at the best price. Safety Compliance Global, taking care of all your safety requirements. The Ray Hotel, discover the best pub experience in Fremantle. And Eco Action, inspiring positive environmental change. Thank you all for supporting local.
Yes, thank you Australia for supporting Local 2025. This is our final show for the year, 2-hour special. Hope you can join us tonight on Foxtel, or you might watch us on Channel 31 in Melbourne, or 44 in Adelaide, or Nada TV in the Kimberleys and all around Australia on their app. And don't forget you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube as well. Let me tell you what's on the show today. We are talking Tamworth Music Festival. We've got 2 local artists. We'll talk to them very soon. Alex Kearns is in with the popcorn panel. She's got the final one for the year. We're also talking to Tessa from Camp Quality about the fantastic work that they do. The Buzz with Bernadette, Entertainment with Alexander Sacosta. We've got What's on Perth with Belinda, Roadmap to Health. Nisha has got a very special preview of what's coming up with her business next year. We're talking Kmart Wishing Tree as well with Frances Higgins. Joanne Kaleli's in to talk about her brand new book. She's a wonderful lady. Top 7 RAC Arena events with Marika Bailey. Can't wait for that. And we've also got the Bitchin' team talking about all those news topics that you're talking about, and a David Bowie tribute. We'll talk about that right at the end of the show. Hope you can stick around. 827 starts now. Stick around.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred and the best in town. Oh, it's showtime on the couch.
Hello Australia, welcome to another Big Couch. Can I thank all those people that help us throughout the year as well. Ellenbrook Secondary College, and also of course all our sponsors, Retrovision, Eco Action, and of course the wonderful people at the fantastic hotel. What's it called, the hotel that we... Oh, which one again?
The Ray Hotel.
Ray Hotel, yes. Thank you to all the people there. The Ray Hotel, they do a wonderful job. Please go out and have a wonderful local meal as well. Let's get straight into the show. The Tamworth Music Festivals are coming up in January. All around Australia, of course, people are going to join in. Here in WA, we had a couple of local artists last week on the show, but we've got 2 more today. Sally Jane and Darren Gillis are in with us today. Thank you for coming in.
No, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Nice
mate.
for having you here, and also it's wonderful to have local. You guys live in WA, and it's nice to promote you as well. Tell us a little bit. Let's start with you first, Sally. Tell me a little bit about you as a music artist.
Yeah, I started guitar when I was 12, and then when I was 15 started performing and singing together at the same time. My first ever gig was at the Serpentine Tavern when I was 15.
Do you remember what you sang?
A lot of Casey Chambers songs, probably, to be honest. I'm a huge Casey fan.
Yes. So you should be. She's a wonderful artist.
She's amazing. But I've been performing for 8 years now. Just turned 24, and I've sung in every state and territory around Australia, which is a pretty cool thing to say.
What's it like being a country singer? Do you get labelled as a country singer? Is that what you like to be known as?
Yeah, definitely. I grew up on country music. It was forced down my throat, and I learnt to love it. And now I get to do it as a genre of music.
Who do you look up to? I know Casey Chambers obviously is one of them.
Definitely.
Who do you look up to in the way of country music?
I mean, of course I have to say Casey. I've supported her a few times at different festivals and events, and I've sung a duet with her. She's just such a genuine person, and for someone to be at that level of calibre and still be a nice person, I definitely aspire to be like her. And then with musically, I would say her and also Toby Keith. I grew up listening to his stuff, and I absolutely love it.
Well done. You're looking forward to going to Tamworth?
I am. This will be my 7th time heading
wow.
over, so I think that's 14 times across the Nullarbor now.
That's an amazing achievement. You should really be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Darren, welcome to the show. Tell me a little bit
Thank
about
you.
you and your music, please.
Yeah, mate, I dabbled with guitar, as a teenager, and picked it up, put it down, and work got in the way for a while. And more seriously, around 2020, I thought I need to start writing my own music. And I got right into it, worked with a producer in Fremantle, and just started throwing the tracks out there. And been gigging around sort of Australia. I took a gap year.
What's your sound like? What's your music style?
I'm moving towards country rock.
Yeah.
That's where my music's sort of heading
We
now.
can actually see
in
you
the background.
performing there in the background. So when obviously we were talking about this off air, is it country? There's a lot of different type of country music, isn't it? Because you have the Dolly Parton style, then you have your style, then you've got the Slim Dusty style. Would you agree that there's a lot of different styles depending on what the artist wants to make it, the impression?
Absolutely, yeah. Country's merging. You got country pop, country rock, traditional country, country rap.
Hip hop as well.
Yeah, rap. It's all sort of merging together now, and different sort of people are sort of driving that change, if you like. Yeah.
Why country music for you?
I'm a bit like Sally. I grew up on it, and I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan. Absolutely love his stuff.
That's another great artist.
Absolutely. He's just such a. I use him as a mentor even now. Just the way he does his stuff, and just.
Well, so are you looking forward to Tamworth as well?
Absolutely.
What's
mate,
it mean to you?
Oh, it's a chance for us to get out and showcase our music to the country capital of Australia.
Well, let's talk about that. What's happening in Tamworth? Now, it's happening on the 20th of January. It's called the Taste of Country Show. What's that all about?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of West Australian artists doing a showcase on probably the second biggest stage in Tamworth. It's called Fan Zone, and it's right in the centre of town, and it's a free event for everyone, and you've got from a little kid up there to one of the biggest
and
names.
People come from all over Australia. Not just the artist. We're talking about the public. They love the Tamworth Music Festival, don't they?
Definitely. I think earlier it was the largest country festival in the Southern Hemisphere.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
It certainly
it's
is.
huge.
It's amazing how many people support it. We've all heard about it. Even if I haven't been there, you'd be crazy to say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to be fantastic. What are you looking for yourself individually from appearing there?
Yeah, personally this time I don't have a lot of performance opportunities as I've previously done, which honestly is a great thing because I feel like Tamworth is just go, go, go and you never get to see anything.
Else.
So I'm super excited to network especially and just catch up with friends that you only get to see once a year.
And Darren, what are you looking forward to about Tamworth?
Mate, I'm actually really looking forward to this show. So working with a live band. So I've been solo all this time. So it's going to be really tricky for me to sort of put that guitar to the side and kind of work a different angle. And I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to do the same in Boyup shortly as well.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I'm just really excited to get there. I've got a bunch of solo shows as well, but I'm really excited about working with a band. So,
no, it sounds fantastic. And what about here in WA? Where can we catch you both?
Yeah, definitely. You can find my website, www.sallyjanemusic.com.au. It has all my gigs up there and my music and everything else as well.
Fantastic. And what about you, Darren?
Yeah, you can find me on darrengillis.com.au.
Fantastic. And are you performing locally as much as you can? I'm assuming you're going to take part, obviously in January you'll leave to go to Tamworth. Are you doing anything over Christmas here in WA?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty much booked until the end of the year. I've got at least 1 or 2 gigs on every weekend. So yeah, hit up the website and you can find all of my gig guide up there.
Well said. Thank you. Anything else from you, Darren?
Yes, I just finished the Reynoldston Reserve Wildflower Festival just this weekend, so that was really cool. Chapman Valley before that. Taking a bit of a break in December just to work with some bands for some stuff that's coming up, and then cracking back into it in January.
And just a couple of words, why should people support country music and WA country music?
You know what, even if you don't like country music, I think just supporting local artists, we got to stick together, and as much as the American artists are absolutely amazing, we definitely need some more Australian artists and West Australian artists on our radio. So
well said. And
please support us.
Are you guys nominated for any awards this year over at Tamworth?
I can't even remember, to be honest.
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't think they've come out yet.
No, not yet.
One for me with the ICMA.
Beautiful.
But yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Let's
you.
hope you win.
Thank you.
These are part of our team here in WA. There's 7 West Australian artists. They're amazing people who dedicate their life to country music. Please support them as well. Do that by going to www.tcmf.com.au. It is, of course, the Tamworth Country Music Festival. Support them on their local website. Buy their CDs on Spotify. And look after them. Good luck. Have a wonderful time at Tamworth. And we'll see you again. Hopefully next year you can come and perform in our theatre downstairs.
We'd love
to
to.
have you.
Thanks, Fred.
Well said.
Thank you.
Now, can I just tell you, there's something wonderful happening. We're getting wonderful sponsorship from a wonderful group called Blake Williams, but his company is called Williams Creative. Check this out, then we'll talk to Alex Kearns. There you go. Thank you very much to William Creative. That's, of course, Blake and Lisa for supporting us. And you'll see that little bit of a clip before our entertainment, movies and music segments, or any segments. Thank you very much again for their support. Let's get straight into it. Popcorn panel with Alex Kearns. Welcome back.
Thank you, Fred. Great to be here.
It is nice to have you back. You've got lots to talk about tonight.
Got a million things. We've got 7, actually. I'm not that great with the numbers, Fred. First one, Perfect Neighbour.
Yep.
She wasn't a perfect neighbour. It's about 2 neighbours who live in Florida. And one of the neighbours had they had a lot of kids in the area, and a woman called Susan didn't like the children playing on the vacant block of land next to her house.
What'd she do?
Well, she did a lot of things. She rang the police incessantly. There's kids playing, and it's a public kind of block of land.
Just normal kids playing.
Just normal kids playing. I think the kids might have been a little bit cheeky because they knew she was kind of a bit angry. Lots of vexatious complainants to police and frivolous, petty things she'd call them out for. Eventually, one of the children's parents went over there. Her name was Ajaki Owens, to confront this woman, and the woman fired a shot at her through a closed locked door and killed her.
American, right?
Yep, in Florida, good old Florida. And so what's interesting about it, though, is it delves into the court case a little bit. She tried to use the stand your ground law, which is where you can protect yourself in your own home, as her defence. But the whole story is pieced together through body cam footage of the cops and 911 recordings for the audio calls and CCTV footage. So it's very interesting. It's just basically a tale of escalating racial bigotry. 7.5 out of 10, and very eye-opening.
That's on Netflix.
On Netflix. My next one, My Father the BTK Killer. This is also on Netflix. This is quite horrible, Fred. BTK stands for Bind, Torture, Kill. He was a
lovely.
serial killer in the 70s. Yeah, not a very nice man. And he terrorised the area of Kansas for 30 years. When he was caught, he was a local dog catcher and a churchgoer, and he was charged with 10 murders. He had a daughter. She's probably about maybe 40 now. And it was just, the whole doco is on the impact that him being a serial killer had on her life. Imagine being the kid of a serial killer. She had no idea who he was.
I was going to say, she probably didn't know he was.
She didn't. Had to readjust her whole belief in who her father is. And although she wants to distance herself from him, she's published a book on his life, so she's very entwined in it, and every single day it still impacts her today. So it's a crime show with a different perspective, because you don't normally see the impact of the people's families of the perpetrators.
Absolutely.
So gave that one 8 out of 10, Fred. That was a really good watch.
Thank you very much. What about Caramello? Is that the chocolate type or not?
No, well, this is a very sweet... This is probably the sweetest one out of all the reviews for today. It's about a dog, a little rescue dog who meets this chef called Pedro.
Yep.
Caramello's the dog, and Caramello won't leave Pedro alone. So Pedro, in the end, Caramello wears him down. He adopts him, and Caramello's his best friend. He saves Pedro's life numerous times and teaches him about unconditional love. In there, Pedro takes him to dog training. Caramello takes him to dog training, and realises that he's kind of falling in love with the dog trainer, so there's a bit of a romantic storyline. But there's 60 rescue dogs in one scene in this film, Fred. That I loved it. It's based on a true story from Brazil, and it just tells us that dogs basically save us when we save them, and they are the best. And no dogs die, which is very important. Do not kill the dogs in films, people.
Absolutely.
Audiences
or any
don't
animal.
like it.
Any animal.
Yes,
Monster.
thank you.
Talking about killing.
Oh, Monster. This was quite horrific. It did really well on Netflix. It was one of the most watched shows, I think, in the planet at the time. I gave it 6.9 out of 10 because it's about a serial killer called Ed Gein, played by Charlie Hunnam, and he committed 2 murders definitely, and there's a suspect in 7 more. He was a grave digger and a body snatcher. He was horrible, Fred. The things he did, I'm not even going to talk about them out loud, what he got up to, but it was a very graphic film, and because it's true, it had a whole different level to it.
True story.
It's not entertaining, you know.
definitely
I don't really
not.
find some of that entertaining
It's like
anyway.
a documentary with
pretty
a lot
much,
of,
with very good
terrible
acting.
Stuff.
Hunnam's performance was amazing. He had prosthetics on. He even sounded like Ed Gein. And a lot of films were based on Ed Gein's crimes, like Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So There's a bit
All
of
your
that in there.
favourite movies there.
Pretty much. Great horror. Being Halloween, great great horror fit. But it jumped between different storylines, and I felt they could have cut it down by a few episodes.
Bit confusing.
And the point at the end is, who is the monster? Ed Gein, his horrible mother who abused him, or those of us who watch it as entertainment, which I thought was a really good point.
Share the blame there. Black Rabbit is another one that's on Netflix.
It's also on Netflix. Stars Jude Law and Jason Bateman. They're
Good
brothers.
actors.
They run a club called the Black Rabbit. And the brother Vince, which is Jason Bateman, he owes someone 140 grand, and when they come to cash in, the local thugs, sets off a disastrous chain of events. So the two leads have a great dynamic, but the brother Vince is constantly drawing the other brother into his conflicts, and there's just drama. But the creator of Ozark made this show, so there's similarities in how it's kind of gritty. There's lots of violence, good production value, but Black Rabbit is a gripping story, top-notch drama worth binging.
The Twisted Tale of Amanda...
It should say Knox, Fred, but that
Knox.
says Amanda No.
It does say no, but that's okay.
This is a series, so it's based on a true account. In 2007, a woman was murdered in Italy called Meredith Kircher. An American exchange student, Amanda Knox, and her boyfriend Raphael were blamed for it.
Right.
Now, she was tried in Italy, and she had a number of court cases. She was acquitted, retried. Eventually, she was declared innocent in 2015. The police just had tunnel vision. She didn't do the crime, but they were adamant she did. Her crimes were being naive and having foolish decision-making. But she was an executive producer, the real-life Amanda Knox, who's now back in the States.
Oh, wow.
Produced it with Monica Lewinsky, who was also...
Another interesting
felt she was
lady.
wronged in the things that happened to her.
Yes.
So I found it a little bit self-indulgent in the writing, where Amanda Knox was actually the victim, not Meredith Kircher, who was murdered.
They reversed it.
But again, it was interesting to see how she was treated, and that was very terrible, but it could have been condensed into, I've got here, 2-hour movie or 3-part miniseries instead of 8 episodes.
Absolutely. And the last one is Task.
This is a show on HBO Max. It's a series. FBI agent Tom Brandis, Mark Ruffalo, who's always great, he's grieving the recent murder of his wife, and he opens up a special task force to investigate a gang that has been basically going to stash houses and stealing money from a bikie gang. And the guy that's been doing that, who's been managing those raids, is an unassuming garbage man called Robbie. He's got 2 kids and lives with his niece. And when a job goes wrong and Robbie and his cohorts kill some people, everything just goes south. The Mayor of Easttown created this, which was, I think, Kate Winslet, which was amazing. And it's just the fallout of the crimes on Robbie and Tom, the FBI agent. Excellent pacing, and it's by episode 4, it just goes nuts. It's in full flight, top-notch acting, gutsy script.
Fantastic.
Depth amongst shades of grey, 8 out of 10 on that one, Fred.
Well done. Now, where can we become members of the Popcorn Panel?
Popcorn Panel has a film club, Fred. There's a Facebook group called the Popcorn Panel Movie Club. Just jump on there, I'll let you in. And so far, I think as of yesterday, Movie Club members have seen 540 films since
good
March
is that?
at cinemas.
Well done.
So
well done.
That brings people into
Like-minded
movies.
people watching great movies, having their own critique, I guess.
They do.
And
They
you've
give
got
a
all these
score.
film reviewers, and
It's
they have
brilliant.
maybe a drink and something to eat at the same time.
Absolutely.
Hey, Alex, thank you very much for being on the couch this year. Look forward to your company again next year. Have a wonderful break. And again, keep watching movies.
Absolutely. Go to the cinema. Thanks
Well
so
done.
much, Fred.
We'll take a break. Camp Quality is coming up right after this. You're watching the 2-hour special of The Couch, our finale. See you then. Welcome back to The Couch. Camp Quality is back in the house for our final show this year. Let's talk to Tessa. Welcome back, Tessa.
Hello, thank you for having me again.
Nice to have you here. Let me introduce a couple of your friends
Yes.
at the start. We've got Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Thanks for coming in today.
Hi.
And Ariel is here as well. Hello, Ariel.
Hello, nice to be here.
Nice to have you. Are you okay? You comfortable? You need anything?
Oh yeah, no, I'm all good.
All
no
good?
legs, no problem.
Well, stick around. Well,
Yeah.
no, not at all. You're not going to go too far. That's a good
No.
thing.
I'm not going to run away.
Tessa, we thought we'd talk to you first about this fantastic education program you're running to do with cancer. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the puppets are part of our, you're really looking at me there, cancer education program. And they go out to schools and early learning centres like daycares and perform shows to bust the myths about cancer. Really important for kids transitioning back into school if they have cancer. And they do it from daycares up until year 6.
Up until year 6, yeah.
Andrea, how much fun do you have being the puppeteer?
Well, Andrea has lots of fun being the puppeteer. And I like to think that Ariel and Andrea are one person now.
Absolutely. The contract probably says that too. But
yes, yes.
You are one.
how do the kids... I'll talk to Ariel. If you don't
yes,
mind,
please.
Andrea, me ignoring you for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ariel, do the kids absolutely embrace you? Do they love you?
Yeah, I like to think they do. Sometimes when they first meet me, they're a little surprised, but after a while, I think they realise that I'm just here to have a good time and make them laugh as well. That's a big part of Camp Quality.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we're bringing a bit of joy and levity, because cancer can be a really tough thing to go
Well,
through.
it is a very serious illness, but I guess by having yourself, Ariel, there, you're sort of giving them a bit of escapism.
Yeah.
Getting away from the illness and some of the sad stuff and saying, hey, let's have some fun.
Yes, absolutely. That's really the goal, and that's why we visit the schools and the hospital, because we want to spread the message as well that there's no such thing as cancer germs and that you can't catch cancer.
Absolutely. So you do the education side, don't you, Ariel? Have you got a bit of a background in this sort of work?
Ariel?
Yes.
I am a puppet, so and I'm actually 10 years old. So you know,
So
I
you're
like to
quite
think
young.
I'm a bit more mature above my years. But
So where can the kids come and catch you and watch your show? Where can they get involved?
well, so they can start by asking their teachers and their parents that they want the Camp Quality puppets to come and visit and do their shows. So we have a few shows. We have a lower primary show
Yep.
for ages kindy up to year 2, and then we also have our upper primary show, which is year 3 to year 6. And so they are 2 different shows. And so if they want to learn a bit more about cancer, or they know someone who's going through their own cancer journey, they can invite us to come to their school and teach them a little bit.
It must be a fantastic vacation to do this sort of work for you, Andrea, as well, because you're making so many kids so happy, aren't you?
Yeah, I like to think so. Yeah.
Wonderful, both of you. Ariel, well done as well. I love your work. Is there more than one puppet? Is there more than the character that we see
Yes.
today?
So we have Coach Grimble,
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom,
We got
Ariel,
Yeah.
I think
Me.
we've got some
Mel,
Yeah.
Dean,
Yeah.
Kylie.
Yeah.
They're all our puppets. So there's specific puppets who go into the hospitals, and we
Yes.
will do the hospital visits
Yep.
on the oncology ward. So that's Tom and Mel. They go into the hospitals, and then the other puppets are part of the shows.
They are fantastic, and I
They are.
love the colours, and I love the flamboyant
Look at all the
style.
compliments you're getting.
I know.
And the beanie, it's beautiful as well.
Thank you.
What else can we expect over Christmas and the New Year? Now, the puppets are going to be appearing in different locations, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Are you closing down over Christmas? Or you got
Yeah, we're closing over Christmas, and then they'll be back open, ready to do shows when school starts. So
Yeah.
bookings are available now for 2026, and they're all free of charge, our shows, and they can go to any school. They also do a couple of regional tours throughout the year. So I think you're off down south?
Yes. Well, yeah. Ariel's going down south
Yes.
at some point.
What do you drive, Ariel? Do you drive a car?
It's a bit hard to do without the legs, you know. I need to get my puppeteer to press the brake pedals and all that. But you know,
And do you travel with a little suitcase, or are you allowed to sit in the front seat?
I'm a bit small to sit in the front seat still. But I've got my special little
It's only
chamber
10.
where I fall asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
very
they just
safe.
wake up and they're in a new town ready to do a show.
Oh, it's the life.
Wonderful. And can I ask Andrea, what's your background? How did you get into this amazing career?
So, I'm gonna have to speak through the puppet
That's all right.
because when
Go
she's
for it.
on, she's on.
Well, she
But-
takes over, as they
Yeah,
all do.
I know. But Andrea has a background in musical theatre and dancing, and has always really loved the Muppets and Sesame Street. So this is just a way to live out that fantasy.
And do you
I guess.
sing as well? Does she sing as well,
Oh,
Ariel?
don't make me sing. You can't make me sing. My name is Ariel. I am named after the Little Mermaid, so I do sing a little bit. You do, yeah.
Okay. And do you enjoy having Andrea with you? Because if you did, you probably wouldn't exist. I
She's
guess.
all right.
She's all right? You put up with it? Well done. Bringing a lot of happiness to kids. What else is happening with Camp Quality coming up to the end of the year?
We're kind of slowing down now. We've
Yep.
had a really busy period. Convoy finished.
Yep.
We're just in the plans for 2026 for all next year's
You
events.
know you're going to be busy next year. Your work keeps going on,
Yes.
keeps on kicking
Yeah.
on. You've got the wonderful puppets as well. People like Andrea right next to you doing an amazing job. How can people organise to get the puppets to their schools or different events? Where do they go? Do they
So
go
let's
to the
go on
website?
our website, and then you can book online on an online form for a puppet show.
And what's the website address?
www.campquality.org.au.
You could just see the look at the screen. Hey, thank you very much for coming in today. I think we've covered everything that you wanted to cover, Tess. It's been wonderful meeting you, and obviously you, Ariel, as well, and obviously Andrea as well. Thank you for coming in. Good luck with the rest of the events that you've got coming up this year. And we'll see you next year, bright and early in March next year when we come back.
Thank you for having me again.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Merry Christmas as well, if it's a bit early, but that's
You
okay.
too.
That is Camp Quality doing amazing work with kids' cancer and looking after families as well. We'll take a break. The Buzz is coming up right after this. Stick around. You're watching the final for 2025 on The Couch. See you then. Welcome back to The Couch. This is a fun segment, I hope. Alexander Sacosta's back. Bernadette Marie is back as well. Welcome. We're talking entertainment and also a little bit of The Buzz.
The Buzz.
Now, Bernadette and Alexander, welcome back. It's been a while since we've seen Alexander. Love the haircut.
Thank you.
Can I ask him, where did you get that beautiful brooch from?
Brochella, Fred. Thank you for asking. It's a Brochella brooch. It's a local brand, and I really love supporting them, and I've been wearing it all the time, and it's very kind of Baz Luhrmann-esque. It's a sucker for it.
I must
beautiful.
say, you've got so many comments on this beautiful
brooch.
brooch.
And you know why, too.
Yeah. We're all about brooch. See, I'm done with pocket squares. I'm all about brooches.
I think it's wonderful. And who needs security when you've got a brooch like that? People stay away.
Oh, it's
Probably got a
definitely.
built-in camera in there, to be honest.
Is it worth a lot?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll leave it where it is. Bernadette, you've got a whole heap of things that you've been up to. Tell me about this wonderful Aka Aware.
Yes, so it's AKA Artwear. That's the beautiful brand by Kay.
AKA.
So I recently modelled for AKA Artwear. They had an event. It was called Boomtown, and it was held at Lawson Flats, which was actually...
Can I say, you do modelling incredibly beautiful.
Oh,
you do look
thank you.
incredible.
It helps when you're wearing such a
all your
beautiful
outfits.
garment. But this event was sort of like a collective that blended art, music, fashion. It was one of their signature nights where the designers, artists, and all the street style collided. And I loved that first outfit I was wearing. It was like a big blazer and a shirt. And this whole night was actually electric. There was I had so much fun. There was musicians, stylists.
Are you a model from way back? Did you do modelling
from
before?
way back.
Was it weird coming back into it? Because you're not that old. So
I think I've been doing it on and
the
off.
last time was when Leonardo painted it. That was quite beautiful.
I thought you were going to bring up The Last Supper again, which I did model for that.
Well, she was
She's probably
portrait.
exhausted bringing those tablets down from the mountain.
Well, it was before they allowed.
All my good advice is on those tablets.
Yes, lovely. No, can I just say you do beautifully. And is modelling still the great thing that it used to be?
Yeah. Look,
For young women?
it's a little bit different now,
Yep.
but it's still really great to be involved. And I've said it once, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to be modelling till I'm 99.
Oh, well
Just
done.
get that
well
on the
done. Well,
record.
you've got another 100 years then. Meet the Buyer was on at Crown
Yes,
Perth.
so I attended Meet the Buyer at Crown Perth, and it's a major industry event that's connecting sort of like West Australian producers with national and international buyers and
Is that when you
distributors.
eat West, you buy best?
Yeah, yes, you buy West, eat best.
Correct.
That's correct. So, yeah, you had everything from beef, lamb farmers, olive oil, craft spirits, distillers.
Cheese.
You had the beautiful Polish jar there.
I love those sort of events.
So good. Yeah,
All
so
the
it was
samples.
really lovely. And I had the chance to chat with so many local business owners about their journeys and how they've started and scaled their businesses.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so it was a very, very
Now,
good event.
Rooftop cinemas are coming back. What's happening there?
Yeah, Rooftop has just launched again for the season. They're nestled high above, 6 floors above on Rose
park,
Street in Northbridge. Yeah,
You've
so
got food vans, you've got beautiful beanbag seats, you've got normal seats, or I think you can even take your own if you want.
yeah,
You used
so
to be able to, but they've got a great venue there, and
it's
it runs through
lovely.
throughout March next year.
it was still a little bit chilly on the night we
bet.
went, so we brought some nice big jackets and blankets and stuff. But it's actually the perfect. Oh look, there's Alexandra again.
What a fun cardigan.
It's actually the perfect
Without his
date
brooch.
night kind of venue.
Oh,
yeah,
you
which
missed
is
out. You had
great.
to take Alexander.
As you can see, I'm a trained performer.
He's a trained dancer. He's a trained dancer.
We had a good time. Now, can we move on to Little Bangkok down at Westfield Carousel? What's
Yes,
that? Is
so-
that obviously a restaurant?
Yeah, it's a restaurant. So they've got Bangkok Brothers in Northbridge, and then they've got Little Bangkok in Westfield Carousel. And at the moment, they've got this cute little offer where you get a matcha tea with a little teddy bear that you get to take home. So that's limited time only. But if you haven't been for lunch upstairs at Westfield Carousel, there's so many
All the new
restaurants
areas
up
now.
there. It's actually beautiful.
Good food?
Yeah, and if you love Thai food,
I love Thai food.
that
I
was
like the noodles. What do they call them?
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai, and I love the Thai green curry chicken.
yes,
My favourite.
That was.
and,
It's really
oh,
good there.
Look, I love Thai food at all times, but I'm going to have to try this one. So you recommend it?
Yes, I
Out of 10,
highly
what would you
recommend.
give the meal?
Oh, I love Thai food, so let's give it a 9 so we've got room
Beautiful.
to move.
And your final event that you went to, tell me about the closing wrap
Oh
celebrating
no,
Perth's
that is my
sparkles.
closing wrap. Perth, like we're just going into the season,
Yep.
like the major season for events, for parties, for everything. So that
So you got a
is-
busy event schedule.
Yeah, we've got lots of things coming up, and we've got Melbourne Cup around the corner.
Beautiful.
Lots of things to do.
And if anybody wants to get beautiful Bernadette Marie to your shows, to your events, to your restaurants, to cafes, contact her, please, and she'll come out and do some promotion
Yes,
for you. and she'll talk to
bernadetteMarie.com.au, or look me up on Instagram, Bernadette_Marie.
you. There you go. Now let's talk to the man sitting right next to you, Alexander Sacosta, with the new haircut.
Thank you, Fred.
Doing well. Did you enjoy the rooftop cinemas?
I did. It was a lot of fun.
What did you watch? Do you remember the movie?
Well,
let's see.
funny you should ask.
Story about that.
They were having a few issues with getting the movie started.
Oh,
so,
okay. Well, hopefully they're going back for the movie in a couple of years.
Alexander entertained us.
yeah,
in
we
the
had a good
meantime, so
time.
that was
Regardless. It's
good.
like a big slumber party.
What have we got? Let's talk entertainment. What have you got
Yes,
for
let's.
us?
Okay, so Lily Allen,
Yeah.
did you see she released her new album? So this is an album she literally wrote just within a week.
Serious?
I know, it's such a
One
short
week?
time, yeah. But the songs are all bangers because it's like classic Lily Allen.
Yeah.
And she is not someone to
I
hide her
love her.
personal life.
She's an amazing
She has
singer.
gone all out about her kind of like separation from David Harbour. He is the actor there, so people would recognise him from Stranger
Were
Things.
they married? Were they
Yeah,
married?
yeah,
So
yeah.
they've been married for a while, haven't they?
Well, not anymore. If you ever watch their Architectural Digest video, it's really funny because you can kind of now, in hindsight, see that he was someone who could never grapple when someone becomes, as usual, when they're both in Hollywood, when one comes more successful, suddenly it's this
They
back
can't
and
handle
forth, and they can't handle it. And apparently, they were having issues, and then she's aired it all out. Every song in that album talks about him,
It's
is very
okay
direct.
to be divorced.
Well, apparently they opened up that marriage,
Yep.
and unfortunately that didn't work out.
Yeah, they had an open relationship.
Yeah.
The problem is it either works or doesn't work, and I can't see it working. But you know what? She'll continue and she'll do well.
Oh, she'll be fine. That album's a banger. So many good songs.
What else have you got?
Elijah Wood turned up at someone's
Yes.
wedding in Hobbiton, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool. It's like Lord of the Rings bearer, and they were getting married there because you can obviously like host events.
He
at
always
the
looks
set.
the same, doesn't he?
He does. Well, that's from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But how like iconic to be getting married there, and then a literal hobbit
He joins
turns
in.
up for the wedding, and
That
I
would
think.
be an amazing thing to
I
have
think
happen.
my question is though, so like, was this some PR thing? Like
Yeah.
these things always happen like out of the blue, where celebrity turns up at wedding. I'm always just like, does someone be like, oh, we're not getting any press anymore? It's just like I know exactly what to do.
If I was famous, I would
be
do
turning
that.
up at
I
weddings
would do
too.
that.
And that would have been in New Zealand, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I went there.
the Shire, located
Yes,
in Middle
yes.
Earth.
Possibly.
Aragon, Nindan Uria Untairak.
There you go. Look
That's
for a
childish.
fantastic personality next time you get married and ask them to come along and crash the wedding.
Yeah, and I believe they did actually use the Ring of Power, so they will, after the wedding, be heading towards the Mountain of Doom to throw
Beautiful.
it in. Yeah, it's quite romantic when you think about it.
And Goran will be there as well.
Yes.
What else have we got?
Well, next we're talking all about Nicole Kidman.
What's happening with her?
What's happening with her? What's not happening with her anymore? Well, obviously she's split.
Have
from
we
her
worked out
husband.
who caused the breakup?
Yeah,
Because
but
I heard it was her.
Who's going to control the narrative is the better question,
Correct.
and she's slaying it, so I'm going to go on her side.
Yep.
She was at Vogue, held this event where they showcased all these outfits from movies and stuff, and they held it on the backlot there, and there she is channeling Rita Hayworth. And it was just like, Vogue is so clever, Anna Wintour, in their kind of marketing strategy to create these moments and like shift where they exist. So this was all about movies, and they even had some stuff from her Baz Luhrmann film Moulin Rouge, was worn
Yep.
by Kendall Jenner in it as well. And it was just such a cool idea to showcase the magic of Hollywood. Because I feel like we've moved so far away from that with the, billion Marvel films that we
Yeah,
have
it's
now.
interesting.
So to lean back into that golden age of Hollywood, it was so glamorous. It was so...
It's funny, she went through her mum's death and it was quite emotional. She had
Yeah.
to go back to where her mum passed away.
Yeah.
And then now she's gone through this separation. But
Keith
you look at
Urban.
her.
She's
How
fine.
she's just rebounded.
Oh my gosh! Like, I
Incredible.
mean, an Australian, an international icon like
Don't
that.
they always say the one that chose the breakup is always the one that's happy?
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't know. She's looking pretty good to me.
She's looking very good.
Anything more that Nicole's up to?
No, but she does say hello, so that's
Thank you very
nice.
much. Thank you very much. Keith, we'll get you performing soon.
Yeah, we're busy.
What else have we got?
Heidi Klum. So every Halloween,
yes.
it's always the Heidi Klum party. Is iconic because what's she going to dress up as this year? And she came as Medusa this year. It was such an awesome
She
costume.
bring her snakes with her?
Yeah. They were like animatronic. So she had this whole like body cast done, and her tongue was like animatronic as well, and she had the full like eyes makeup. It takes hours.
Yeah.
She takes it so seriously. That's from one of the past ones where she was this peacock and had all the dancers behind her. So every year she tries to outdo herself. How iconic, right? And it's so like it's become known in
looks like an
Hollywood. E.T. Look at her E.T. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Like she
A
puts
lot of
the
money
effort.
goes into that. A lot of effort.
Yeah.
Like you say, a lot of effort.
That's when she was in a worm.
Incredible.
I mean, when you're one of the most glamorous supermodels in like history, it's like
Why would she do this?
It's
Obviously,
to become known
exposure.
for something.
Oh,
Because I feel
okay.
like in Hollywood, you need that kind of key identifier. So I think she's been very smart in aligning with a holiday. And like every year, people are like, what's Heidi Klum going to wear? So she's always got that press
And
and,
she
PR.
carries that on and keeps
Yeah,
people riveted. Well done.
Yes, very
Well
much.
done.
Very
Looks good.
cool.
What else have we got?
That's everything.
That's
Fred.
it. You guys
Leaves
have been
us time for a song.
fantastic. Yes, what are we singing? The winner takes it all. That's for
The loser has to fall.
Beside the victory, there's no Keith Urban. I was in your life, thinking I belong there. They tell Sonia saying, wrap it up, we've run out of
I
time.
wonder why.
How do we find out more about you, Alexander?
Oh my gosh, head to alexandersacosta.com, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, WeChat. I'm everywhere.
And if you think these two do really well, please don't encourage it. But
Yeah.
they will have their own TV show one day very,
Yes.
very
Yes, we
soon.
will.
Manifesting.
Yes,
Manifesting.
manifest.
Thank you to Bernadette. Thank you to
How big is this
Alexander. We'll
studio?
see you. Well, they're probably not big enough with that brooch, but we'll take a break. Belinda's coming up. We couldn't fit her on the couch with all the big people on the couch. We'll take a break. More of the couch coming up after this. Well done. Thank you.
Connect with the couch online through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Welcome back to the couch. I've got two fabulous people on the couch today. We've got Belinda Cipriano talking
hello.
about what's on in Perth.
Hello,
Can
hello.
you
Good
hear
to
the
be back.
drums, Fernando?
I certainly can. It's
And
the
of
end.
course, Nisha Seth, a psychologist, presenter, and extraordinary creator of Roadmap to Health. Thank you for coming in today and talking to us about this new part of your life.
Thank you,
We're
Fran.
going to talk to you very soon. But let's go straight back to you,
Alrighty.
Belinda.
Alrighty,
And
so
we're going to talk about some of the amazing events that are in Perth.
we've got some amazing events coming up to the end of the year,
Yep.
Fred. Can you believe it? We're almost there.
Couple of
Last
months.
one. Yeah, almost there.
Not even.
So first up, Emergence by international artist Sher Van Schoen.
Yep.
She's opening up at Gallery 360 in West Leaderville from November 7 to 27. It's a celebration of creativity, colour and community with more than 25 works on display. Entry is free, so head on down to the gallery to take a look. And if you want more information, it's on the screen for you now.
Cats, the musical, 40
Yeah.
years. Can you
40
believe it?
years.
40
it's
years.
It's taking over Crown Theatre
Yep.
from November 8 to December 6. Have you seen this musical?
I
I've
have.
not.
Unfortunately, not unfortunately. Unfortunately, I've seen it more than once, and
Okay.
I think it's one of these musicals. It's not my favourite,
No.
but I do think it's going to be wonderful.
I've
40
heard,
years.
I've
is,
heard like the cats
Yeah.
come up in the middle. And I was just going to say,
Yeah.
so Memory is
Memory.
is the soundtrack from that.
Oh, look, it's a wonderful theatre show.
Yep.
It's going to be amazing, and you can expect some surprises. And
Yep.
it's 40th year anniversary.
Absolutely.
And I think it's worthwhile. If you've seen it 400 times, see it 401 times. 'Cause you're
Okay,
going to
so
miss
maybe I will go see it. It's featuring Todd McKenney and Mark Vincent, who are just brilliant. Tickets start from $69 and you can get them from Ticketmaster.
Sounds good. What about the Japanese Film Festival? I didn't
So-
even know there was one.
Yeah, so the Japanese, I think we
arigato.
just had the Italian Film Festival, I think,
Yes.
not too long ago. The Japanese Film Festival is coming to Palace at Rain Square from November 18 to November 26,
Mm-hmm.
showcasing a mix of contemporary and classic Japanese films from comedy romance and drama. Tickets started at about $20. I was waiting
And you
for
know what?
to say
We
something
love
really-
being multicultural in Australia.
we are
And can I just say,
very
I've seen the Italian Film Festival, the British Film Festival,
the
German
French.
Film Festival, French,
Yep.
and now why not the Japanese?
Why not?
It's only the thing with Japanese. I wonder if they're going to subtitle the subtitles because they talk really fast.
Yeah.
And you never know what they're saying. So it's like,
No, I'm not.
but this will be fantastic. I'm
It's
looking for. Are
gonna be
you
great.
going to go and have a look yourself?
I might
Good.
just do that.
I thought.
I think I might go see Cinderella, which is also happening at
Probably a lot easier.
His Majesty's Theatre from November 21 to December 14, and
Yep.
it is going to be performed with the West Australian Philharmonic Orchestra. It's family friendly. It features all the charm and, of course, the romance
I
of the
haven't
fairy
seen
tale.
Cinderella for years.
Neither.
When
I'm
we
so
were at
excited for
school.
this one. Yeah, this is beautiful.
will be
It's going to
good.
be gorgeous at His Madge, and tickets start from $49. Now, we were talking about this one just
Yes.
earlier. So, if you're not into Cinderella,
Mm.
Carol is coming to Heath Ledger Theatre from November 22 to December 14, and it's written by Andrea Gibbs, and it's a new play which is funny, moving, and of course full of Aussie Christmas spirit, which is going to get us
Yep.
right into that. Now, you said it features one of your favourite
Yeah,
actresses.
it's got a lead character from Neighbours. I'm trying to think of her character name in Neighbours, but she's well known to Australian TV. She was one of the nasties on Wedgworth on
Yeah.
Foxtel,
Yeah.
and I won't say what they used to call her, but she was a very naughty person. That was
Naughty
very
person.
well, and she was quite what's the word? Tough
Yep,
and
yep.
nasty, and then she was also on Fat Pizza as well on
Yes.
SBS. She's a well-known Australian actress, and I think she's playing a role in this as
Yeah,
well.
I think she's the lead.
There you
from
go.
memory, yeah. So tickets start at $39 for that
Well
one,
done.
so you can get them via the link on your screen.
Yep.
And then we've got the Mandurah Christmas Lights Cruises. Now, I'm sure you've done this, surely?
I have, not
Yeah.
all the way to Mandurah, but I've done it up in Osborne Park, Morley.
Okay. No, it's the Canal Cruise.
Oh, I thought you were telling me going out looking at Christmas lights. It says Christmas lights.
It's
cruise.
taking a ferry
where we-
down Osborne Park.
No, because I thought you meant you get in the car and you
No,
cruise.
it's the Canal Cruise from November through to
Oh, I
January.
don't have a boat, sorry.
Sail through the canals and see more than 200.
In a gondola?
I can't even see more than
Oh,
200 homes and 2 million lights. It's WA's biggest
2
festive-
million lights?
Yeah, they reckon 2 million lights.
I hope they've got solar
biggest
panels.
festive display. Tickets start at around $40 for adults and $25 for children.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Not cruising down my
Not through
street
Osborne
in
Park,
Ba-
Stirling,
Bradford.
Balcatta, Dianella.
That's
No,
what I
none of
thought.
that. We're not talking that.
Do you remember when we were kids, our parents would get us in
Go
the back of the
through.
car and we'd have
Yeah.
to go and look at everybody else's Christmas lights? Now the Christmas lights are out in October, so you might as well
This is
do it early.
I'm putting up my Christmas tree this
So
afternoon.
have I. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Now, what's
Anyway,
happening with Santa?
So Santa, I know he was here last
Yes,
week.
yes.
I heard that
Nisha and him
interviewed
went out
him.
for a coffee afterwards.
Yeah,
But-
absolutely. So he's actually going into Santa's Christmas Village at the PCEC.
Yeah.
And that's happening from December 1 to 24. And kids can go and decorate cookies, make baubles, sing Christmas carols, and of course, meet him, just like Nisha did last week.
Very lucky.
So that's fun. Tickets start at around $39, and it's a fun thing to do during the school
Sounds
holidays.
fantastic. Anything else?
That's it for now. Oh my goodness. That,
And you're not
that was
writing any more books over
Not
Christmas
just
or
yet,
anything?
but I know somebody who is.
Well, why don't we talk? Give us your websites, Belinda, please, if people want more information.
So if you want to hear anything about me, belindecipriano.com, or just listen to the gossip that Fred has.
We didn't sing anything tonight.
we did.
normally
We
sing a
started
little
with
bit.
memory. And
Yeah,
then
but
I
that's not
forgot-
an ABBA song.
No,
We like
it's
to
not.
keep it ABBA.
It's
See,
not.
Bernadette and Alexander sort of sang something, but they don't know the words. Like I said to you,
No,
they're just not as
they
good as
don't.
you
No,
and me.
no,
But
no.
maybe we could think of if you change your mind,
I'm the first in line.
honey, I'm still free.
Take a chance on me.
It's all right, Nisha. You can stay professional because this is Belinda Cipriano. Thank you for all your wonderful work. We hope to
Thank
see you more
you.
next year.
Absolutely.
Talking about what's on Perth. Well done, and thank you very much.
Thank
Please
you for
support
having
her
me.
as well. Nisha Seth is up next. Nisha is one of our regular presenters. She's been with us for so many years. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I thought today, rather than get you to interview yourself,
Thank you.
which makes it a little bit, for a
bit awkward.
psychologist, that could work. But I thought, let's talk about something new that's happening with you. Tell people a little bit about the Nisha Seth that we don't see a lot of, but we know you're always here. You're a psychologist. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you, Fred. Yeah, so I'm a psychologist. I've got a practice called Legacy Psychology here in Kings Park in Perth. But what I've come up with, which I've been working on for a few years now, is a new guidebook called The Roadmap to Health. It's an absolute passion project of mine. So what it is, it's a curated framework, so a curated guidebook to help you build and maintain a healthy mindset. So over the last 16 years as a psychologist, I've come up with, as you can experience probably yourselves in your own profession, some key themes. And part of that was, hey, how am I actually running these sessions to help people that might not come to see a psychologist? So the 4 key stages of a healthy mind from my perspective and my studies include the following. So we have reflection, being able to really reflect on, what you've done in life, and in order to then ground yourself. And grounding is the second stage, and that is so important. So that's through our 5 senses, and developed a product range with all West Australian contributors
I love
as well.
your products. Can I just say I've got an array on my desk.
Yeah.
I know, because I know how hard you've worked on these products. It's not just go to Coles or Aldi and buy them and rebadge them. You have sourced these. Tell us how you've sourced them and tried to keep them primarily West Australian, but also Australian.
Yeah, absolutely. So a big part of the Roadmap to Health is collaboration. So we've got a team of 8 international artists working on it, but in Australia all the products are sourced from Western Australia at this stage. So you've got within the grounding range, you've got the honey line, so we know that honey is a good antibacterial.
That's the one there, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And very good for lots of different reasons. So we've got the Jarrah honey, which...
And isn't that one of the best honeys we heard from our bee
It is, yes.
friend,
We're very lucky
Dr.
we had
Kit.
our bee expert on, yes.
And that's made from Jarrah wood, Jarrah
is.
trees. It's just beautiful. It grows through those beautiful bees, and they have an amazing taste as well.
Yeah.
What else have we got? I think they're showing us on screen.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
also have, so that's the Roadmap to Health at the Fullerton Hotel there, one of my favourite hotels in Singapore where we'll be launching too. But we also have Vass Virgin down in Margaret River that we've partnered with to provide the essential oils range. So oils very good for bath, massage, relaxation. It's 100% essential oil. So we've got both the bath and massage oil, the shower gel, the roller. Also, the scents are used. I work with a lot of individuals who've experienced trauma. Yeah, so it's mandarin and vanilla, and really helpful to take you back to more pleasant memories and transfer through time and memory.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's elegant, beautiful, but fresh. Yeah. You'd almost want to eat it. Very nice.
Yeah.
And what are these used for, Nisha? When you look at these products that you've spoken about today, how can they improve someone's life? How can they buy them and also use them to improve their life?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I mentioned, those 4 stages, grounding is where these sensory lines come from, and we know that we need to use our 5 senses when we're grounding. So, that includes our smell, our sight and taste, etc. So, the oil, for example, is very good when working, from a psychosomatic perspective. So that's obviously with the mind and body. So we all know we can come to a psychologist or a counsellor and talk about our challenges, which is important and helpful, but also viscerally with these oils, the sense of touch can bring us in a rhythm way to calm down, especially with high anxiety or depressive symptoms.
Who is your target audience, Nisha? Who is the perfect person to use these products?
Everybody. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a market research over the last year and presented this book and the products to a number of people for their feedback, and it's surprising. It could be my 9-year-old nephew who could tell you about those 4 stages, to someone who is in their mid to late 60s, 70s looking to really reflect on their life, ground, integrate what they've learned, and importantly plan for the future. So it's a cyclical, healthy mindset.
Now, someone would say, if they wanted to be cynical, there's plenty of beauticians out there, beauty products, health stuff. Why is yours different?
Yeah, so from my perspective, one, it comes from, both an academic evidence-based framework. So it really is because sometimes when we're in trouble or we're challenged, or not even in that case, we just want to be proactive. We may not want to go and see or have the time to see a psychologist or health professional. So what I'm trying to do is bring a digestible, product to the market that is evidence-based, but a little bit of fun. So we know the mind and the body talks, and hence why we've got the book. So every 6 months, new theory and content will come out.
Yep.
And then we've got the products, which will change.
I do love the book. I said to Nisha, I think this is a wonderful way of doing it, because I was expecting a hardcover with pictures and stories, but I love the fact this is a constantly revolving book. You can actually, once a year, you can actually get the new inserts. So you keep the folder and you just update the areas you need to. And constantly you can keep this same folder on your shelf, whether it's in the book library or in your bedroom or in an office environment. It is, a lot of the topics are holistic. So I think that is a wonderful way of looking at health and medicine as well. What played a big part in you getting involved in this? As a psychologist, where did you see the need for something like this?
Yeah, so a couple of really passionate points is one, I would see clients over the years who I would say, hey, so who else have you seen, holistic health, what other practitioners have you seen? And they would be able to say, I've seen my GP perhaps or my psychiatrist, I've been to a kinesiologist. I'm like, okay, so can you help me understand what strategies have you got? And unfortunately, human nature, we don't remember everything. No. And so it's kind of really lost in this gap of creating an integrated health plan. So, those first two stages, reflection and grounding, the integrating and the actual plan, the roadmap to health, for me is why I've done this, so that people can feel confident that if a situation arises, they can use a structured process to say, okay, I identify the situation, the emotion, the mood, the thought, healthy versus unhealthy behaviours, which is generally what we do as psychologists.
Exactly.
And then the plan is the holistic part. So in there you've got reference to every single health practitioner, east versus west, so people can really explore an integrated approach to health. You can take that map to all your different health professionals and we can hopefully get people outcomes faster.
And can I just say, I've known Nisha for many years.
Yeah,
I'd probably say 20 years, but probably feels a lot longer. And I know you put so much work into what you do. This is not about money. This is not about putting it up on eBay or these products. She has put so much thought. I know Nisha. She's travelled the world. She's spoken to people, she's spoken to professionals, holistic professionals, medical professionals, and come up with the best of products that she could get. She's sourced them locally, and she's got a great range, and you've done a lot of work in this. It's not something that's just happened overnight. I know that you've been spending 3-4 years working on these products. So people out there, Nisha, are saying to me, one, how do I see Nisha? Because she looks like an amazing person as a psychologist and maybe to help me with issues that they may have in their health. But two, where can they get these products? Is that mail order? Do you have to wait in line? Where can people get it?
Sure. So legacypsychology.com.au is my primary organisational and clinical psychology business. And that website has a lot of helpful information on as well for people just wanting to start on that journey. And of course, this is a separate sort of a complementary business. That's roadmaptohealth.com.au. And in terms of the launch date, it's actually, we've got it here first. There will be a launch in Perth on Saturday, the 29th of November. Feel free to fill out the contact form on the roadmaptohealth.com.au. But alternatively, primarily online, and we're going to quite a few trade shows around the world
well done. Congratulations. I know how hard you've worked on so many different grounds, and this is going to be amazing. Roadmap to Health. This could be your roadmap to health in the future. This is just part of it. But thank you very much, Nisha. We look forward to seeing big success with you, and we'll talk to you some more, and we'll see you next year on the couch as well, but you'll be back later on the show as well. Does the honey come in a bigger jar?
I will be making bigger ones soon, and you can have that honey too.
Can I tell you what? This is one of the best honeys. Thanks, Nisha. It's lovely of you to. And it goes beautifully.
I did offer it to you.
I did expect a bit of... Do you have a natural butter I could eat with it on toast?
Well, the line will be continuing. So we're going to engage some WA artists, do some letter writing kits and more food, more tea,
shop.
everything.
It's fantastic. Roadmap to Health. Tell all your friends about it. You want to know more about Nisha. Roadmap to Health is the organisation. roadmaptohealth.com.au, and you'll see her on the couch every week as well. Thank you to both you, Belinda and to Nisha. Good luck with everything you do. This is just a sneak peek. It's all happening on the 29th of November. Come to the launch. We'd love you there. We'll take a break. More of the couch after this. Stick around. Welcome back to the couch. I love this song. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Maybe not. Okay, I'll let Dr. Kit tell you. With her is our very own beekeeper. It is our very own Nisha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Fred. My titles just keep on expanding
I
each
know.
week. I love it. Welcome back, Dr. Kidd.
I'm buzzing to be back.
So exciting. And you can feel the energy. Your outfit looks absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you. I do wish that there were native bee outfits though, because I am a big fan and scientist of the native bees.
Oh, fantastic. Well, any dressmakers out there, you can contact us and we can put you in
Yes,
touch with
please.
Dr. Kidd as well. Now, you're a very busy lady and evidence that you can have multiple identities under one person, so to speak. Because not only are you a well-renowned scientist, but you're also a performer. And you do circus in that performance. It's amazing. And you're known as Bee Babette.
Yes.
With a PhD.
Yes. I have a degree in the arts and the sciences, and I'm very passionate about combining the two. I think historically there's been so much separation, but both are so important for solving the world's crises. Science can tell us how we can solve these solutions, and the arts can encourage people to think and feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. The right brain and the left brain traditionally are kept separate. We're either creative or we're academic. Why is it important, like in your scenario, to be able to kind of pair the science with the creativity? What do you achieve doing that?
Yeah, so I think it's so important to be able to encourage people to think how they can, change their own lifestyles to better conserve our environment and think about native bees and conservation and using the best available science. And I think lots of people think science is hard or boring or not relevant, but it is relevant to everybody. And how can we do this? Well, make it fun and flirty. And that's what I'm doing with the birds and the bees.
Yeah, absolutely. So the show is called The Birds and the Bees and it's going to be at Fringe, is that right?
Yes, Fringe Festival. It's going to be at the Air Nightclub because I'm also including an aerial hoop performance.
Wow.
Hence the venue.
It's exciting. So you really are making science sexy.
Yes. So this show is very fun, very flirty, and it's all about the birds and the bees, the sex lives of plants. That's what pollination is, as well as the sex lives of bees, because I've spent many hours filming bees having sex, and I've
So we
learned
call
so
this
much.
pollination, don't we, in terms of the science?
The science, yes, the science of plant sex is called pollination, and that's so relevant to all our lives.
Yes.
And, if we want to save the bees, we need to make sure the bees keep having sex. And I think pollination is so fascinating, and so many people don't know the intricacies of it. But yes, that's what this show is about, making science fun, flirty and sexy.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like if there is an aerial show, we've got someone who is very credible here with a PhD in the area presenting. You're really making it palatable, aren't you, for people to sit down and think about these amazing natural processes, if you like, that you otherwise wouldn't probably know about or think about.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm always mesmerised because I'd never focused so much on bees until we had a few of you ladies on the show talking to us about that. So, what else do we expect in the show? Can you give anything else away? I know there's an aerial.
There are giant placards of macro photography, including a scanning electron microscope image of a Venus. So...
Right, okay, so there's a little bit to discover at this event, which is very good. So the Fringe Festival, I'm sure everyone is aware of the Fringe Festival, but for those maybe few that aren't, why is it so well positioned there?
So the Fringe Festival is a celebration of arts, theatre and comedy, and that's what this show all brings together.
Yeah.
And it's celebrating arts that are a bit on the fringe alternative. They're not your high-class arts, that they are so high quality, and they make people celebrate, laugh, love, and it's this beautiful community spirit celebrating, our local arts. There's also, international artists and artists across Australia, but it's also, a celebration of the Perth arts, and I think it's such a fun festival.
Well, I can certainly sense your passion. And for those out there thinking, I've got a novel or important way to put across and express a matter or an item, how much work goes into the Fringe Festival? What do you have to... Are you preparing for months beforehand, or do you put this show together all of a sudden?
Yeah, so this show has been in the works for a while. I first started as essentially a fun PowerPoint presentation that I presented to beekeepers in Townsville. And then I was like, people really loved this. I think this is a great way to bring pollination and native bees out into the community. And so I crafted, a script with puns. There's plenty of bee puns. And then I was also a aerial coach, and I was like, I'm going to create an aerial performance, and it all came together. So it's been years in the making. I've performed it at Wynnum Fringe, Adelaide Fringe, at the Rechabite, and I took a break last year because I had a baby. So
congratulations!
I'm bringing it all back. So I'm very excited to hit the stage again.
Well, I love that you found your true north. You've really integrated all of these elements of yourself. You were telling me before we came on as well that you went to a biodiversity conference at UWA. So you're really integrated into that academic community as well.
Yeah, I love science. I'm such a science nerd. I love our native bees, and I'm doing everything I can to research the best ways that we can conserve them, as well as use, the best ways to communicate about native bees to the public.
Fantastic. Well, Dr. Kit, where can we find out more?
So we can find out more on the Fringe World website. The show is going to be performed at the Air Nightclub on January 24th and February 7th. And you can also follow updates on my Instagram, which is @BeeBabette_performer. And also, I have a Patreon called the Bee Babette, BEEBABETTE, and I will be giving some discount codes through there as well.
Wow, well, watch out for that. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we look forward to following you buzzing around. Is that Joe? And,
yes, much buzzing.
Much buzzing. Beautiful. Now, if you've missed any of that, of course, you can go to thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page. But for right now, it's back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you to Dr. Kit as well. Now it's giving me a different picture in my head about bees having sex and me eating honey. I don't know. Taste in the mouth. But hey, we'll take a break, and we need to buzz off into the break, and we'll be back with more of The Couch right after this. Welcome back to The Couch. Well, yes, you're probably wondering, why is Fred back after the break? Are they repeating the show? No, this is live. This is happening now. We've got a 2-hour show, of course, being our last show, episode 827. So I hope you can stick around. We've got some amazing guests, and we'd love you to meet them. So let's go to our first guest on part B of the show. Nisha's back, and with her is, of course, the CEO of Variety here in WA, Chris Chatterton. Over to you, Nisha.
Wonderful. Thank you, Fred. And we'll welcome back on the CEO from Variety WA, Chris Chatterton. Welcome to The Couch.
Great to be back again.
Very exciting, because you have been a very busy man. You've been travelling all over the place, lots of events at this time of the year.
It certainly is, and that's the thing with the Variety, we never stop. And so there's been a whole variety of different things that we've done to support children everywhere.
I love that pun, right? Variety of things. It's
lots of things. All the time, I know.
That's great. Now, one of those was the return of the Variety Toy Bank lunch. Tell us about that.
So Toy Bank is something we're really proud of. We've been it's been going for significant
over 3 decades, I think.
Absolutely, and it's had a little hiatus for the last couple of years, but we brought it back a couple of weeks ago with a really beautiful lunch at the Kingsman, right on the banks of the Swan River, where people come along and they bring a toy, and that's what it's all about. It's about children and families that are fleeing domestic violence, and they bring a toy that we can then give to a child, and it's really important. And we had speakers there telling their stories and bringing those experiences to life and making it the people that were there understand just how important these gestures are to children in particular, because they're often the innocent victims in everything that's going on.
Absolutely, and the art of storytelling is really understated, isn't it? Like really sharing human experience.
Oh, absolutely, and there were tears in the room. Sherry, who was one of the speakers, was absolutely incredible. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in the room as she was talking about her 16 years of experience living through domestic violence and just what that did to her.
I think people knowing that they're not alone as well is really important, and that connection's important.
Absolutely, and that's the whole point of a toy. A toy is a symbol of hope. It's a symbol of kindness. It shows that no matter how challenging the situation is for that individual child, somebody there cares for them. And it's also something that they own and they can take with them.
I love that, and I know that's that's stability, isn't it? It's having
Yeah.
a little friend in lieu of not being able to get out and have a little friend maybe when you're young.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's why we do
Yeah.
it. And so that's all an awareness raising exercise. And we had over 100 people there that afternoon. It'll be back again, bigger and better in 2026. So.
Fantastic, wonderful, and I'm sure later when we put the details up, we can tell everyone how to get involved in that as well. And how
Yeah,
to
no,
support
we'd
you
really
more.
appreciate it. And people have been so generous and kind with gifts for children, and we make sure that they go across the whole state to children that need it.
Wonderful. That's just warms your heart, absolutely. Now, the Variety Motormouth Camp, tell me what that is.
Well, this is another thing that we are unbelievably proud of. So this is a residential camp that happens at Point Walter for children and their families who have complex communication needs, and they use assistive technology in order to be able to communicate. And so the weekend is a whole series of activities. We have a huge team of volunteers, speech therapists and pathologists who come along, and they teach these children how to use the communication devices in a much better way, teach the families how they can support the child as they're using it. And effectively what we're doing is we're giving children a voice, often for the very first time. And it is one of the most life-affirming, powerful weekends that you could genuinely ever spend. Just extraordinary. And 16 families took part this year. And as well as the support we give them over the weekend, you're creating networks of people going through the same circumstances and the same situations as them, so it becomes a lifelong support network. So genuinely one of the things we're most proud of.
Yeah, look, it's amazing the technology available now, but more importantly that you run this so that individuals can really get an experience of how to use it.
Absolutely, technology is
That's so
incredible, but
Yeah.
it's how you utilise it more appropriately.
Yeah, no, that's really meaningful. What role do the volunteers and speech therapists sort of have at these events?
I mean, the voluntary aspect of it is absolutely critical to make it run. If this was something where we were paying these professionals for their time, it would be just unsustainable. And the fact that they're willing to give up so much of their time and expertise to support these families is a thing that makes it worthwhile. And we're really proud and delighted we managed to secure some additional funding. So from 26 we'll be running 2 camps in WA.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news.
Because the
More
need
voice.
is massive,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So.
fantastic. Now, the Kimberley Nines in Broome, that's where you've been recently as well.
I've been fortunate enough to be up in Broome this week for, again, and I know I wax lyrical about these things, this is a really phenomenal week. It's where, working through the Purple Hands Foundation, the Fremantle Dockers, they bring children from across the Kimberley to Broome for 2 days of footy on Cable Beach.
Oh, beautiful. Amazing.
So the first day was the primary age children, and then Thursday was all of the high school children. And hundreds and hundreds of them come from the most remote communities in the Kimberley for an amazing experience. I think there were 3 players from the Fremantle Rockers up there, and so the kids loved all that sort of stuff.
I bet.
You have the CEO of the AFL came and supported it, so
Wow,
it's
that's
something that's
brilliant.
unbelievably credible up there. But it's what's really impressive is the kids, in order to be able to get there, they have to be doing the right thing. So
Yes.
they're going to school every day, they're turning up, they're making the right choices, and this is the sort of the end of the year award for them. And it was a brilliant week.
Some good operant conditioning going on there, isn't there?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
and
very
it was
good.
pretty cool. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to play footy on the beach. It was pretty warm and humid up there, but they took it in their stride. It was a really good week.
So there's this impact, this sport. What impact does it have on like the local community and really getting them engaged? Because like you said, some of these kids are living way more remote than Broome. Must be special for them to actually have this day.
Absolutely, and you've got coaches there and teams up there. I mean, sport is something that equalises everything, doesn't it?
Yes,
Everybody gets the
yeah.
opportunity, and talent always shines through. So that's what you see up there. But the fact that you have it supported by the Dockers, so you've got the credibility of an
Beautiful.
AFL side. You know, I'm sure that if they're seeing people with talent, they've already got their eyes on them and things like that. But
Yeah, I love the engagement by the Freo Dockers on this. Fantastic.
it is amazing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the fact that they've got some of their first team players giving up their holidays to go up there and support these kids.
That's brilliant. That volunteering is really passion. Now, there is so much we can talk about because, like we said, Variety WA puts the variety in the dictionary. But let's have a look here by the AFL Open Sensory Space. I'd like to ask you to tell us a bit about that.
So that was another thing we did last week. So the AFL Open is the AFL's Week of Inclusion footy. So they have wheelchair footy and footy for people with intellectual disabilities. And what Variety did ourselves from WA and our colleagues in South Australia and Victoria combined to put 2 sensory spaces into where all of the activity was happening over the whole of last week. And it's a space where people can go and deregulate, where they can get away from the noise. You've got 4 matches going on simultaneously all the time. It's quite overwhelming for people. And we're finding these sensory spaces, they're appearing in stadiums and venues all over the place. They're unbelievably valuable and important, both for the participants but for their families as well. So So we're really proud that we were able to do
Yeah.
that, and it's going to be bigger and better again next year.
I love that you're looking at the psychological element of it and grounding. That is absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely. And for anybody that goes, they need that sort of safe space.
Fantastic. Well, Chris, it's always a pleasure having you on the couch, and we're looking forward to having you back in our season in 2026 as well.
No, really appreciate the support and love to come back.
And enjoy all of your social events. I know Variety puts on a lot of events for families and friends over the year, the end of the year rather.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
We've got some big, huge Christmas parties coming up where we get to support all of the children
Yeah.
we've helped during the year. So
Oh, brilliant. So,
good end to the year.
yeah, wonderful. Where do we go to find out more if we want to contribute?
Jump on our website, so variety.org.au/WA, and there you'll see all the details of everything that we've got going on. And you know, we rely entirely on the support of people from across WA to be able to do the things we do. So, you know.
Wonderful. And perhaps if you're a corporate as well, in terms of providing some funding, they can maybe make contact with you.
Absolutely, just get in touch with me directly. You know, there's so many different things we do, and they align with the values of so many of our companies and organisations, and you know, able to tell a really positive story.
Brilliant. Well, Chris, thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and yeah, we'll see you in 2026.
Same to you. Look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you've missed any of that, of course, you can go to thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page. But support Variety. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha. It is the Variety of Life, and they are the children's charity. They do an amazing job. Please support them. For more than 50 years, they've been doing this great job. We're going to take a little bit of a look now at another charity, which I absolutely love and support. It is, of course, the Kmart Wishing Tree, helping so many families that have nothing under the tree this year. Check this out, and then you know who's back. She comes in once a year, and that's enough. She takes over the whole set. Frances Higgins is coming up right after this.
The Kmart Wishing Tree Appeal helps Aussies and Kiwis by supplying those much needed items for those in need, as well as monetary contributions that help the Salvation Army deliver their really necessary services.
We couldn't do what we do without the Kmart Wishing Tree Appeal. Every donation, every gift, every little piece of Christmas joy goes to helping someone in need.
Sustainability is really important to Kmart, and we've introduced our new Sustainable Wishing Tree, which is made from 100% recyclable, renewable and reusable paper.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Together, we're brightening people's lives. From my heart to yours, thank you.
Give what you can. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is, or whether it's for an adult or a kid.
More than ever, this year, we want to make sure that every child and every family has a special Christmas.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart and for all of us here at Kmart for making a contribution to the appeal this year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Kmart. They do an amazing job. Now in their 38th year, can I tell you, 38 years that we've been promoting the Kmart Wishing Tree, maybe about 10 years with this lady. Frances Higgins, you are the coordinator for WA for Maddington. Welcome back.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you for having me.
We should try not to have as much of a gap between meeting.
Sure.
But I love having you in the studio. Now, you are I call you the coordinator for Maddington store.
Yeah.
Kmart have been doing this for 38 years. And can you tell us how long you've been doing it for?
Well, actually, I was been asked that this week. I think, total, I think it's probably about 8-9 years now. Do you
probably
reckon?
since we came on board together.
We came on board together.
Now that they've got a good combination, we're going to stick with that, I hope.
Us two, we stick together.
Do you know, it's a really important event, the Kmart Wishing Tree. Tell everybody at home what it's all about and how does it work and why do we do it?
Well, obviously it started, 38 years ago by a lady in Adelaide who was approached by a charity group to be, Kmart could be the holding, and then from there on it ended up starting to be the largest and the longest serving charity to help the Salvation Army. So obviously it is to help them. And we've been going now, 14 million gifts have been collected over the last 37 years.
Yep.
And it is a good charity.
Look, we were saying just before the break, I was talking to the CEO of Variety, and they have an amazing charity as well. Charities are so important in society today. Mm-hmm. There are so many people doing it tough. There's people who are homeless, people who don't have enough food, people who can't pay for their rent because they've gone through the roof, water bills, power bills, petrol bills, food bills. And this is one way of giving back from the community, isn't it?
Yes, and our customers. But it's not that. It's the community. The staff get behind it in all Kmarts over Australia and obviously in WA. But it is something that we, who are desperate, can give back to the Salvation Army.
Now, I haven't
families.
yet received my invitation to your launch on the 9th of November, is it, or 12th?
12th of November is ours.
12th, that's right. Nisha's having her launch on the 9th.
Ninth.
Yours is on the 12th of November at Maddington store of Kmart.
Mhm.
What can we expect apart from cakes and nice
cakes and that?
Yes.
Well, obviously, we'll be having the choir at
Mhm.
ours, and obviously, we do get our Father Christmas will be there and all his helpers, but we also have got Bluey Bingo.
Bluey as well.
Yes, he's coming, and we've also got Pikachu, and we've got Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse coming.
Now, Kmart's a big Australian company. It's it's probably the biggest retailer when it comes to
Mhm.
a discount store. And you've got West Farmers behind you. They've been promoting and supporting this organisation, this event for so many years, 38 years. What a great achievement. I love your staff at Maddington. I've met them on
Mhm.
many occasions. You couldn't do it without the support of those people.
Oh, no.
And I love the way that Francis operates. Come on, let's get into it. Let's do it. And they go, all right, Francis. And they do it every year, don't they?
Mhm. They are. They're very good. And this year, obviously, everyone's getting their new T-shirts. That's been sent from head office.
That's the one you're wearing,
And
isn't it?
yes. So all Kmarts have received these by now, so all staff should be wearing them on the week commencing the 10th of November, and then obviously on their launch day.
Yep.
So they've all got, our staff have got our T-shirts, but I'm sure all the other Wishing Tree champions
All right.
have given them their T-shirts as well.
So tell me how it works. So I go and buy this beautiful
you got the new
Kenzie's
book. This is our new
This
book.
goes with Kenzie the bear. See, like you buy it as a
Yes.
pair. So you got Kenzie the bear, you got the book. I buy those.
And $2 of every sale goes towards the
Isn't
Salvation
that good?
Army. Yes.
Now, say I do that and I want to take it down to Kmart. Do I wrap it up?
No need to wrap it. You just put it under the box, under the tree.
Yep.
And then the Wishing Tree champions will pick it up, pack it away, and then the Salvation Army rep will come.
Now,
to
there's
pick
some
it up.
beautiful stuff. I know every year Kmart has a Christmas section.
Yes, we do.
It's all the Christmas stuff. This beautiful shirt that you've brought in for me, I'm going to put it over here. This is new.
Yes, and it's actually, I forgot to tell you, it's got matching board shorts.
Oh, really? You didn't bring those?
No, I didn't bring
Oh.
them.
Gee, they've tightened up. It came out over there. No, look,
No, I
love
thought you
this.
would love your shirt
This is,
more than
and can I just
anything.
say, it's actually size 4X.
Yes.
Which is amazing. You go to the big sizes now,
Mhm.
and it's only $15. How much is the bear?
$12.
$12. Are
Yep.
you sure it's not wrong?
No,
Don't
there's a
tell
price
Kmart
there.
because I'll put the price up.
Yeah.
$12 for the bear. The book is only
$10.
$10. So
And so-
for $24, you can buy these beautiful gifts. You can even throw in the shirt. But all you need to do is buy a gift. You can buy it from Target. You can buy it from Big W. We don't care where you get it from. Just bring it down to your local Kmart store here in WA or across Australia as well. They're all doing it. Take it down to Maddington because it helps my friend at Maddington make her see that she's doing a great job. If you can, if not, any store will do, and pop it under the tree.
Yep.
You guys will actually wrap the items and
No, we'll just pack it in boxes.
Oh, it goes to the
Salvation Army does
and
that.
that
then they'll
takes
go
me
to
to
their
our next
needy
bit.
families. Yep.
The Salvation Army is your partner for this.
Mhm.
So the Salvation Army, the team there will take all the gifts, they will wrap it, they will identify if it's for a boy or a girl. Or an older person or
Yes.
a parent, and then they'll give them out.
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
And they come down to the Salvation Army, and then they choose from the table. Because I had the opportunity to be down there one day. I went down there with Ben. You
Yep.
met Ben.
Yes.
And saw how it's all run and done. And the other thing was, and as I always said to you, Fred, it's always the elderly people. People don't
Miss out.
realise, but and single mums and dads.
Well,
yeah.
you're absolutely right, because we've always talked about the Kmart Wishing Tree being for kids,
Mm.
but in the last few years, we've
Mhm.
actually started to say, no, let's focus as well on the
elderly,
adults.
yes.
There's the elderly that have nobody, and
no
some of them are
families.
stuck in the house because of the mobility problems or their health. They're in nursing homes. So look, I think you're doing a wonderful job with this. I think promoting it for everybody. I love the work that you're doing with Kmart and the Salvation Army. Well done, guys, supporting this great cause. And when does it run to? When do they need to have it in under the tree?
By the 24th of December.
So you've got a
Mm.
couple of months, actually.
Yeah,
24th
it starts
of December.
on the 10th.
Sounds
Mhm.
fantastic.
No worries.
Now, we expected, can you tell us what we got last year in the way of gifts in Maddington?
In Maddington alone, just under 3,000.
That's a lot of gifts.
Mhm. So my aim this year is to go over the 3,000.
I reckon 5. Do a telethon thing, double it,
Double
5,000
that.
more.
I'm happy, whatever. Fred, you know that I'm happy with what our customers
Look,
do.
it wouldn't happen without people like you, of course, Francis, with your dedication and your constant support for this wonderful charity. It's become your little baby, hasn't it, really?
Yeah, my passion.
And you do it well because you love what you do. You don't get paid to do this sort of stuff. charity is one of those things you do because you love it. And when you do it, you feel really good. Do you love talking to some of the people that you're supporting when you go to the events at the Salvation Army and meet some of the people? What do they say?
I actually did the other, like when I go down there and you talk to them and you talk to some families, and they do rely on them. I spoke to a dad and he came in to get food. Yep. And then he said if it wasn't for Kmart, and he picked some gifts for his children, it's not just,
Where would we be without it?
So it is. It's some stories. We're very lucky.
Yep.
And
Well, that's what I think. If you've got somewhere to live and you've got a car and you've got a job and you've got food in the fridge, we're pretty lucky compared to other people.
To other people.
Right.
And then when you see other people and they tell you about, they're struggling and that, it just gets to you,
Yeah, and you know what? We're good people. Community is what it's all about, bringing in community together. And we'd love people to come down on the 12th of November to Kmart at Maddington, but pop into your local Kmart stores, ask them if they're doing a launch there, support them, give your gift, go and buy it at Kmart while you're there and put it under the tree. Of course, Frances and her team at Maddington will look after you. There'll be little cakes probably, some music, the choir, Salvation Army, face painting, Bluey will be there. And what time does it all start?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. On the 12th of November, be there or be square. I'll probably be there as well, signing autographs.
You're always welcome.
I know
to come.
I am. Thank you very much. The Kmart Wishing Tree, if you want to know more about this great charity event, go to kmart.com.au and look for the link for the Kmart Wishing Tree. 38 years. Well done, Frances. I love working with you on this one.
Thank
and
you.
We'll hopefully talk to you again when we know what the totals are.
is.
Sounds
Not
good.
a problem. No worries.
Well done. That's Frances Higgins, Kmart Wishing Tree. We'll take a break. Somebody else that does a lot of charity coming up, but Joanne Kaleli talking to Nisha about her new books after this. Stick around. Welcome back to the couch. Today has been one of those days I've had so many gifts given to me. This lovely doll that Joanne's not going to take back. And obviously the book as well. But to talk about Joanne Kaleli, unfortunately she's here in the studio live, so we won't be able to get rid of her. She's such a dynamic person. Let's go to Nisha. Nisha, how's your friend going?
Thank you so much, Fred. Joe, you are a great friend of the show and very fitting to have you on our final show of the year. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are looking gorgeous as usual.
Oh, thank you.
And you've also been very busy. So for those of you that haven't met Jo, she's a professional artist as well as an illustrator. And I believe you have a number of books and events and everything in the works. So should we start off with one of your books?
Yes. Well, today I'm actually lucky enough to bring one in with me, Granddad's Magic Fix and Mindful Tricks. And this is an amazing book about anxiety. Children with anxiety, and it's got helpful mindful tricks, and it actually rhymes. It's a beautiful book. This is actually the author's husband that plays the granddad,
on the front
and
cover.
the granddaughter Rosie is
Lovely.
in here as well, and she's also the writer. Vicky is also inside the book as well. So it's such a wonderful, easy to read book that's going to help people with anxiety, which is a big need for something like this.
Well,
at
we
the
are
moment.
seeing a higher prevalence of children who have anxiety, experience anxiety. So this would help parents as well to explain to their kids, what it is perhaps in the journey.
Yes, and some things that they can help to go through that's going to help calm them. So it's a wonderful idea.
Fred has taken that so he can read that too. He's very fond of your books, Jo, so we'll try to keep that one. So that's wonderful, and that's bespoke illustrating, isn't it? Because you had quite a custom mandate there of the characters need to look a certain way, which is lovely.
So much meaning within the book, because to me, when you write a story, you're putting your own self and journey into that. So it was really important to me that I put significant things that would mean a lot to her as a writer as well.
Fantastic. You're always very supportive with whoever you collaborate with, Jo.
Yes,
and there's another book. What's that one?
Yes, so I'm also doing Trevor Tractor. So there's actually a real tractor that has been made with the face that I've designed on the actual tractor itself.
That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, it's gorgeous.
On the 29th of November of this month, if you go to Langley Park, there's going to be a huge event through Happiness & Co called MERC, which is Mining Emergency Response Challenge. So the kids can all go on climbing things and challenge themselves. There will be a Red Bull and there will be me with this amazing tractor.
So what's your role in creating this tractor? Because it's not any tractor.
No, so it's Trevor Tractor. Ironically, that's my dad's name.
Oh, lovely. There you go, Dad.
And it's about a teal tractor, a blue tractor that is different from all the other orange ones. So it addresses being okay with being unique and different.
Lovely.
And celebrating that and being confident with that. So you'll see some of the adventures. It was really interesting drawing a tractor doing a yoga move and also a snow angel. I don't know why I decided to do that, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, if there's anyone I expect to be thinking outside the box and making things lots of fun, it's definitely you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I can see this doll being waved around in the background too by a friend. Can you help me out? This is a beautiful cause as well.
This is like the Exorcist doll.
Oh,
no, it's not. That is not the purpose, Fred.
No, tell me why I can't keep it.
Oh, it actually belongs at the moment to someone who very dear to me, who's going through a really tough time at the moment. So these will be going in all the hospitals around Australia. And the purpose of this is the writer, Helen, she went through breast cancer and was losing her hair. And so she created this doll so she could show them how, explain the process of losing the hair. So the doctors loved it and said, where can we get this?
Yes.
Long story short, it's now turned into a charity called Share the Kindness.
Oh, beautiful.
So she's collaborated with me to create a book called The Lion with No Mane.
Okay.
So it's all about a lion who loses his mane and all the other animals come together and say, hey, we'll give you our feathers or we'll give you our zebra.
Oh, isn't that lovely? It's beautiful. You can see the illustration. They're gorgeous.
And yes, this is such a fun book. So this will also be going to all the hospitals, all where the kids will be losing hair. And it's also, even this is wonderful for parents who may be losing hair and they want to use this to explain.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's just beautiful to be a part of something so needed and so special and so unique.
And I know that you're very proactive in the community. So how do you find these projects? How do you do it?
Oh gosh, you know what? Honestly, they find me. I don't know.
Good energy.
Last year I went to London and I was speaking on the stage doing motivational speaking called Go Do That Thing, because I never want to say, I wish I'd done that. I always want to say, I can't believe I did that. And it's my purpose is to let other people find what their passion is and find their purpose. And that's when you find your people. So they actually noted me, wrote me down and said, I'm going to work with that girl one day. And they all came to me organically through that. So you never know, when you're doing something that you love, people will come to you, the right ones at the right time.
I've seen the right vibration, we say, as well. Like, you've just got a really lovely energy about you, Jonia, is helping people. I know I've been to one of your art classes before, your sip and paint, and they're beautiful. You really bring people together, and art is for everyone, isn't it? It's not, you don't have to be particularly amazing to get a brush and paint.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I believe that anyone, if you've got the right teacher, you can be shown to do the most extraordinary things. And so many times I'll ask adults who thinks that they can only draw a stick man. 90% put their hand up. But if I say the same thing to kids, they all look at me like, of course we can.
Yeah, interesting.
They are fearless. So what happens from there to an adult where there's just so much fear? So I want to break that mindset.
Beautiful.
And show people, if I can show you that, I want you to wake up tomorrow and do something else that you thought you couldn't do.
Yeah, look, playfulness, mindfulness, novelty, all of those things are so good for our psychology. And Jo is the person to touch base with in the art space. Perth, you also travel over east and internationally as well.
Yes, yes.
Where do people find out more? Because there's so much we could talk about. We're running out of time. So where do people find out more?
Come to my website, www.joannecoleli.com.au. I also have an Instagram account and Facebook, which you will find from my website, and you can also contact me from there personally as well.
Wonderful, Jo. Well, you have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and we'll be
Thank
looking
you.
forward to having you back on the couch next year as well.
Oh, I would love to. Thank you.
And we always know what the time is when Jo's around. You can see her little beautiful. And very quickly, your hair looks gorgeous.
Oh, so sorry, one last thing. I was contacted by someone also who supplies these wigs. So I literally clipped on my wig for today.
And who are they?
And it looks so real. So they're called Bad and Bougie. They are here in Perth. And when they heard about this book about the lion, they have offered kindly to give wigs away along with some of my books. Isn't that amazing?
For those that need the hair. Absolutely. Look, Jo, you are fabulous. Look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you.
And if you've missed anything at all there, you can go to thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page as well. But for now, it's back to you, Fred.
Thank you to Nisha. Thank you to Joanne. Love having him on the show, and we'll see you next year, Joanne. I'm sure we won't be able to get rid of her from this week's show either. Let me tell you about somebody else that's doing amazing stuff. It is, of course, Hoyts Cinemas. Now, they've won the 2025 Australian Good Design Award for digital design for their fantastic app. There it is on screen. If you haven't got the new one, download it now from your Android store or the Apple store as well. They've got great new features, and you can get savings by becoming a member as well. And we'd love you to support Hoyts because they are a fantastic organisation. Now, to do that, we're also going to give you a reason to go to Hoyts by giving away 2 double passes. That's how easy it is for you to win and go and sample it for yourself. If you would like to win 2 tickets to Hoyts, all you got to do is send me an SMS to 0439 929 929. That's 0439 929 929. The code word needs to be Hoyts, spelled Hoyts, Hoyts, one word, and put your name and address on the SMS. First 2 people to send me that will get the 2 double passes, absolutely free. Thanks to the new app, the award-winning app, and thanks to Hoyts for their support, as always. Thank you very much. Let's talk about somebody else that's an award winner, and that is, of course, the RAC Arena. They have had so many fantastic artists this year, and there's more to come.
Yes.
Marika Bailey,
That
marketing manager, welcome
Such a
back.
smooth segue. Love that.
Oh well,
That
you
was
know,
brilliant.
it was the truth. But you know what, you guys, do you pinch yourself and say, "Oh my God, how much have we had this year?" If I said to you, all the artists you've had,
Yeah, it's been really busy.
Thousands.
Yeah, there's been lots of double sold shows. Like it's been awesome. Yeah, it's been a really good year.
And how's the ticket going? The charity ticket, has that ended for the year, or can we still buy it?
No, it's finished. We raised over $70,000
That's
for the
fantastic.
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army, once again, Warren Palmer and the team. We were just talking about him a minute ago with with the Kmart Wishing Tree.
Yeah, fabulous.
They're the partner for that.
Yeah.
$70,000. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, thank you.
Going
Thank
to
you.
some needy people, and well done to RSC Arena as well for doing that. Obviously, I didn't win because I didn't get an SMS, so I'll be having to pay for all my
No,
shows.
unfortunately not.
But still wonderful. Now, we've got some amazing shows. Let's have a look at them.
Yes.
They're telling me, hurry up and stop talking.
Yeah.
You can pronounce that first one. That's coming
Yes.
on the 9th of November.
So Diljit Dosanjh is coming on the 9th of November.
Beautiful.
As you said, he's an Indian singer, songwriter. He's got a massive following, and he's
Is it
almost
sort of Bollywood?
I mean, I guess, yeah. But he's done a lot of like mainstream collaborations. So Australian singer Sia, Ed Sheeran is another big one. So tickets are selling
And it's
very
going to be
fast.
popular because
Yeah.
we have a huge Indian community where I live up at Brabham and the Valley and all around Western Australia. So they're
just
going
good
to
music.
love this guy. So his surname's Dosanjh. I got that right. How did you pronounce the first one?
Diljit.
Diljit.
Yeah.
Sounds beautiful.
Excellent.
On the 9th of November, only one show. Now, Kaiser is coming.
Kaiser Chiefs.
See, I knew I'd get
I know.
that one. Kaiser.
Yeah, sorry.
Kaiser
There's
Chiefs.
a lot of tricky names today.
The young. It's all about being politically correct. But Kaiser Chiefs,
Yeah.
23rd of November. What's that one?
Again, one show. They're celebrating the 20th anniversary of their album Employment, which was one of the best-selling UK debut albums of all time. So it's really exciting. There's going to be lots of hits, including Oh My God, I Predict a Riot, Every Day I Love You, Less and Less.
Oh, enough, please.
I would never say that to you, friend.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. But hey, they're fantastic, aren't they? They've got
Yeah.
a great following as well. And there's only going to be one show as well on the
Only one
23rd of
show.
November
Yeah.
at RAC Arena. Now, United Cup is coming up from the
Yes.
2nd to the 7th of January. That's next year, but you got to get in early because they'll sell out very quickly. Won't
Yeah, so our favourite annual tennis tournament is coming back. Current tickets are only on sale for the quarter-finals, but the rest of the sessions will go on sale later
There
this
it is.
month.
If you love your tennis,
yeah.
don't miss out on this one. The United Cup, a wonderful tournament.
Men's, women's best players in the world will be playing in Perth.
Do you know, I went to it last year. I got invited by 9. I
Yep.
don't think I'll be invited this year, but it was wonderful.
Yeah.
The seating, the air conditioning,
roof
the
is
roof that
open,
opens,
yeah.
great food, great company. It was
Yeah,
great.
it's a good
So,
time.
United Cup, 2nd to the 7th. Let's have a look
Yes.
at the Lumineers.
Yes, so they are coming on the 21st of January. They are supported by The Head and the Heart, which is an American sort of folk sort of band. And tickets are from $1.39.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
so
it
if
should be
you
a good
like
time.
that, the Lumineers from the 21st of January. That's
Yeah,
only one
they
show.
have a lot of great hits, so it should be a good time.
Now, we've had Disney on Ice. Now we've got
Yes.
Disney Junior Live, 31st of January and the 1st of Feb.
Yes, so they
only
have
2 shows.
Four
shows, 2 per
days.
day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a busy weekend. So it's the first time we've had them, which is really exciting. You can see all the sort of main
Is
characters
this
on
more for
screen
the
now.
kids as well? Is obviously the junior?
I mean, there's Disney adults, isn't there? But yes, I would say it's
Well, you know, the
primarily
parents are
for
going to
kids.
go for the excuse of the
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, the
just
kids.
to go. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Sounds like a great show. There's
Yeah.
only going to be 4 shows. It's going to be over 2 days, 31st of Jan, 1st of Feb. We'd love you to book your tickets now.
Yep.
Now, Jimmy Carr is coming for 2 shows as well, 21st and 22nd of April next year.
Yeah, so popular UK comedian.
Yes, he is.
Tickets from 91.65, and he's bringing his new show Laughs Funny. It's recommended, so you know it's a bit spicy. It's recommended for 16 plus.
Yeah, it's a bit naughty.
It's a bit naughty.
He'll do a great show. Jimmy Carr, 21st, 22nd of April. The last one on the list is Professor Brian Cox, the 23rd of May. What can we expect at that show?
So, I mean, it is a bit of a different one. It's not a concert, obviously. It's a speaking event, but there's going to be amazing visual elements to it. It's for lovers of history, science,
it's going to be
space.
interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be. So he's done work for BBC. Like he's quite well known in this.
He's a fantastic presenter as well. Can I tell you, you're going to be riveted. If you love this sort of stuff, if you love your history, if you love space.
And it's going to be big digital screen.
Correct.
It's sort of, there's going to be amazing visual elements to it.
A couple of hours in the theatre to see this is going to be great. And if you love your history, space, fun, great presenter.
The planet, everything.
And Dr. Well, I doctored him. It's Professor Brian Cox as well. That's going to be the 23rd of May, only one show. Yep. Now, if anyone wants those tickets and more, there's only one way you should get those tickets, and that's go to RAC Arena's website, which is racarena.com.au. Don't forget there's parking still available during the day, at night, whenever you want to park there.
Yeah.
They've got great parking as well.
And
Anything
tickets
else?
make excellent Christmas gifts.
Absolutely.
Which is fast approaching.
Absolutely.
I put on my Christmas tree yesterday.
You are absolutely correct, because I tell you what, if you don't know what to buy people, don't give them gift vouchers. Buy them tickets, and they can go and watch whatever show they like. Thank you again. Thanks for coming in this year.
Thank you for having me.
We'll talk to Marika Bailey, Marketing Manager, RAC Arena, our arena here in WA in the new year. We'll take a break. More of The Couch coming up. This is our final for 2025. See you soon.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Welcome back to The Couch. It's always amazing when you see young people do amazing things. Young author Lillian is with us today with our good friend Sally Newman, and our other good friend to talk to them is Nisha Seth. And we're talking about a brand new book 12-year-old Lily has written. Over to you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Fred. Yeah, it's so exciting when you see this young talent. Welcome back to The Couch. Sally Newman first from First Line
Hello.
Productions.
Thank you for having me back today. It's
Pleasure.
lovely. It's lovely to be here and talking more stories.
Yeah, and welcome to The Couch. Very special first welcome to Lily.
Hi.
So excited to get you to talk about your new book shortly. But for those that have not met Sally, Sally really helps people tell their stories. So we've had her on the show before, and we know that telling stories is so important. You help curate stories for people that might not really have a voice or might just need assistance.
Yeah, definitely. So it all started we've been writing for about 10 years for theatre and film, and then decided to bring book publications into that sort of process, and now just go to community and find the important stories that we can bring back and offer them an audience and a platform. And yeah, it's been really amazing to work with a really diverse group of authors, and Lily is my first youth author that's come along to ask for some mentorship and guidance.
Oh, that's beautiful. So tell us more about how you met Lily and what the process has been working together.
Yeah, so the meeting part was good, then I'll hand over to the process for Lily to talk about. So the meeting for me came from a mutual connection through an event that I had done, and Lily's mum, Jenny, was at that part of organising that event, and then reached out to me independently and knew the work that I did in community for helping others tell their stories, and asked if I would consider mentoring someone younger. And it was literally an initial phone call and email that led us to a 10-week program where we worked together. You can tell Nisha a little bit about that.
Fantastic. And how old were you before you start telling me about that when you first started?
I was around 11.
Wow. Amazing. So yes, tell us about your start of your project or writing your book.
So I started writing Blossom when I was around 10 years old last year, and I wanted to write Blossom to give myself a chance to express myself and give like kids who went through similar things that I go through to like be able to understand themselves more, and other people to sort of learn about themselves or about other people and create a more understanding world.
Wonderful, that's beautiful. So you're helping others, but importantly, this process, tell me a bit about the narrative. What's Blossom all about? Because it's a beautiful story.
So Blossom is a semi-fiction novel that takes parts of my Year 5 and Year 6 life with what my high school life could be like. So the main character Blossom, she's basically me, but she's already in high school, and some things happening to her now happened to me in Year 6, and some things happening to her now might happen to me in high school.
This is beautiful. Tan's gentle kind of thinking moving forward and backward in the life continuum. What was it like for you to write this book?
It was like different process. There were like a few on and off moments when I was writing it, but the moments when I got into the routine and was writing, like there was more exciting parts, chapters that were really fun to write, bits that were more boring and took a while to do, but and the editing process was like a long process as well, but it was fun doing Blossom, and I'm very excited for it to become a reality.
Beautiful. And what are some of the main insights, or I guess themes in the book?
There's lots of themes about like social connections, friends, crushes,
That's nice.
like advocacy and like understanding what disability means and being accepting and kind to people and stuff.
And that is so important these days, isn't it? How passionate are you about ensuring that, you know, we treat each other with respect and we have the right approach?
Very passionate. I'm a disability advocate. I've done like different work like webinars, co-designs, a few different things. And I have lived experience with disability, and although I'm not a part of the Pride community, I'm a heavy supporter of the Pride community. So.
And you speak with such volition and conviction, and I love that in a young person. Would you say that you're confident and you're outgoing in general? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm quite confident, and I like to be confident and passionate about the things I care about.
Fantastic. And moving forward, because you have a wonderful life trajectory in front of you, what do you want to achieve?
Well, one day I want to be a singer, actress, author, and advocate all in one.
Beautiful. And then we can all say on the show that we met you here first with Sally. Yeah. Beautiful. And why do you want to be those things?
Because I think I'd be like really good at them, and I think it'd be a good way to like express myself and have a little fun while making a difference in the world, and I think it'd be some fun things to do and stuff.
Beautiful. What's it like, Sally, working with Lily throughout this process?
Yeah, it was great, and I think the first session I really wanted to find out where she was at with the narrative of the book, and to find out her intentions behind wanting to write, because she was this little bubble of passion. But when I started reading and working with her, and I think it was really important to find that balance of giving her the feedback and critique that she needed, but keeping the authenticity of the fact that Lily wrote the book when she was 10 and then moving through to being 11. Yeah. And It was just so impressive. Even like the second chapter in, she's telling me, "Oh, I can imagine this scene as a film," and she's giving me all the cues and all the behind the scenes of the vision of what she'd written already being on a big screen, and not only the taking her the character through that year of writing, but when I would then give her feedback and say, "Hey, that's a really great narrative, but what's the purpose of that story?" and sort of really pushing the boundaries and getting her to go home and really think about how she could develop certain bits. I'm really, really proud of what she's achieved.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sally. Did you enjoy working with Sally?
Yes, it was very fun. Although we were working, it was fun. It felt like it was really good. I enjoyed it, and we did lots of work, and there was good insight, and it was just really enjoyable.
Yeah, well, and if you love what you do, you're set up for a great life, Lily, and we're going to be watching in anticipation with what you do next. So your book, Blossom, is out soon, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. It is. So the 22nd of November is the official community launch date. So it's a free event happening down in Rockingham. And there's artisans and musicians and lollybags, I believe, courtesy of the little brother. Lots of exciting things happening. I'll be there to support an MC on the day. And so, it's at Printers at the moment, and a little 150-page novel, a full novel for young preteens to read.
Oh, look, amazing and inspirational. Like, you're being the change, the world needs, being active and really speaking to other youth. So well done. Looking forward to staying in touch with you. And you're a friend of the couch now, so we'll definitely get you back in, hey?
Yes.
And thanks again, Sally. Always great to have you on board, and
Thank
look forward to hearing more about all the books you curate as well.
Thank you so very much.
Now, where do people go if they want to find out more about this book or about your services?
Yeah, so if you want to jump onto any of the social medias, but the best way is firstlineproductions.com.au, and I'll put all the links up there for the book launch and also all the other mentorship programs that we offer.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sally. Thank you so much,
Thank
Lily.
you.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
And enjoy your launch.
I will.
Yay! If you've missed anything there at all, you can go to thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page as well. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much. Lily, can I just ask you quickly, over here, Lily, look into this camera. Tell kids out there why they should write their own book. What did you get out of it the most?
It's like a really fun and memorable experience, but it's about knowing that even as a kid you can do so much, you can do it, and you can achieve so much and really make a difference.
And have
in
you
this
started
world.
working on the next book?
I plan to at some
And
point.
what's it about? Can you tell us a bit of an insight or not?
Trying to get the scoop. Don't tell him.
Hey, Lily, just in case you want to come back and replace Nisha, would you like to look at camera 2 and say,
I think she'd be great.
We're going to take a break and be back with more of the couch finale after this. Go for it.
I can't remember all that.
We'll take a break then.
We'll take a break.
We'll take a break.
And
See
be
you
back
guys.
There you go. That's Lily.
Well
We'll take
done,
a break.
Lily.
More coming up right after this. Thank you.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Welcome back to The Couch. As always, we love volunteers and the work that they do in the community. Very vital, very important. Eco Action are back this week with Nisha. Over to you, Nisha, to talk about some great volunteer work.
Thank you so much, Fred. Another Eco Action segment, and so excited. Maria, welcome back to The Couch.
Thank you.
And you've brought a guest, Izzy, from the organisation as well. Welcome, your first time on The Couch.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Bit nervous, but excited.
You've been doing some really exciting work, so looking forward to hearing all about that shortly. But today we're talking about volunteering and contribution. So why is this so important to you ladies? Maybe Maria, you can start off.
So I believe when we are little, it's all about me, and everybody is really just focused on themselves. But then because we live in a society, once we grow up, we start looking after our families and maybe later on after our communities, because this is the only way that actually our society can work. Yes, we do get paid for a lot of things that we do, and I definitely hope that everybody can have the best job that they actually are passionate about, but the reality is not such. So sometimes we need to actually put our passion into something, and hopefully that something is actually contributing to the community.
Beautiful, very well said. What about yourself, Izzy?
I think as well it's good to contribute to the community when possible, and even if it's a bit of time, donating things, it's always good to help.
Yeah, wonderful. And the connection you get, right? I think meaningfulness.
Very rewarding as well.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a theme on the shows lately around connecting and well-being, and you guys are like eco-warriors, aren't you? You're like taking care of our whole system.
Well, yes, we don't just take care of the community in terms of people. We do take care of the community in terms of the whole ecosystem.
Yes.
So we work for animals, for plants, for humans as well. And to be honest, we all live in the same world. So if we don't look after the little critters and the plants, then how are we looking ourselves and our families?
I know, yeah. Everything is a whole is a sum of its parts, right? So
exactly,
very important. Now, Izzy, your first time on the show, and I know that you run a lot of the Eco Action school incursions and events.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about your volunteering as well, though, with the wildlife shelter?
Yeah, so at the shelter we do a lot of rehabilitation work. We help raise the animals up from little babies, or if they come in with injuries, we help them heal from that. We do a lot of cleaning, feeding, all sorts of things.
Lovely. And what do you enjoy about volunteering there?
I think my favourite part has to be seeing the positive turnaround. We also have volunteer rescue groups and licensed home carers as well who volunteer their time and efforts.
Fantastic. Have you got to meet quite a few people yourself there?
Yes, I think when when you enjoy animals and being around them, you find your right people being at a wildlife shelter.
Oh, great. You found your tribe. That's very exciting. Now, Maria, I hear that you've been coordinating some volunteering days at schools as well. Tell us about those.
Yes, I will mention that. But one thing to mention first about Izzy's volunteering. Would you mind just saying just a couple of words about your shelter? Because I think they deserve a little bit of promotion. Mind you, that's actually tying up with the volunteering work that we'll be doing this year. Because some of our kids are going to their shelter to do volunteering.
Beautiful. Yes, please expand on yours. Your own shelter. This is fantastic.
So it's Darling Range Wildlife Shelter. It's a non-for-profit organisation that relies mostly on volunteers and donations from the public to be able to run.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Lovely. Well, we need to get engaged with that particular shelter as well. So let's talk about the volunteering days
so,
as well.
What we've done lately is we've been coordinating volunteer days for Aquinas College. They've got that amazing program for year 9s. And what they do is they send the kids to do some volunteer work, which is part of Becoming a Man and Growing Up program, which I think is amazing.
Yes.
Every school should run that. But our job there is to find partners and to coordinate the volunteering. So one of the partners is the Darling Range Shelter. Another partner that we've partnered with is Kwinana. So Kwinana Council is actually helping us, and we're going to do some volunteering in Sloan's Reserve. We're doing work at Mary Carl Wetland. We're doing work in so many other places, and the Wireless Hill, Friends of Wireless Hill. So we just take those kids there, and they've got no idea, some of them, about really the environment and the connections. So we get to see with them how they react to the first maybe a lizard that they've seen in their life. They do weeding, they do watering, they do all sorts of other activities.
Fantastic.
And apart from hard work, they learn so much, and I believe they become changed people after that day.
Yeah, and I was thinking as you were speaking then around the word for as a man, a boy transitions to manhood, which is really important, and it's like a rite of passage, right?
It is.
So that's amazing. I wish more organisations and schools did things like this. Absolutely fantastic. So if you're not a part of one of those schools or organisations, can you do anything to get involved?
Oh, look, you can do anything. Basically, if you want to volunteer, you don't even need to do it with organization. You can volunteer for the environment every day. I mean, my brother, for example, he's not so much of a people's person, but he would go out and he would go to the beach, and on the way back, he always comes with a bag full of junk that he's collected there, and he's cleaning up the beach. Last year, it was my birthday, so I thought, everybody asked me, Mom, what do you want? What do you want? And I said, I just want a couple of hours of your time. So what we did, we went and did this amazing cleanup event in one of the little creeks that goes into a wildlife reserve. And we picked up about 100 kilos worth of rubbish from the creek. So you don't even have to do anything with an organization, but talking about organizations, there is so many. Like this morning, we did work with Conservation Volunteers Australia, amazing organization. They put up an event. We did have our animals there just for the attendees. So a lot of those organizations will actually have something nicer apart from just the work that you're doing. And they had lunch, they had, morning tea. They had morning tea. They
Delicious.
had all the
Always good when
animals
that's
there.
provided.
Yeah, we did nature life drawing. So it was absolutely amazing experience, and we did some weeding afterwards.
Yeah, so this collaboration's so important, isn't it? There's lots of like-minded organisations. I just want to jump to the work that you've been doing, though, as well. Like, amazing teaching, coaching children in this space. What's that like?
It's very interesting. Every day looks different, and it's good fun. Yeah, being able to teach them and see how interested kids are, and
And what would you say to all our potential volunteers out there for Eco Action?
I would say anything that you can donate and volunteer is always helped. Everyone needs help with all the different communities and things like that.
Fantastic. Well, it's lovely to have you both on the show. Was there something else as well you wanted to add there?
I just wanted to say that it doesn't even have to be anything big. Like it could be once off. It could be just something small. It could be as little as teaching your kids, okay, kids, let's not just not throw our McDonald's wrappers on the ground. Let's just pick them up and put them in the bin. And that goes a long way.
Yes, and kids, let's have a nice salad, maybe minimise the McDonald's.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. No, wonderful. Eco Action, such a great organisation. Where can we go to find out more about Eco Action?
So there is two places really on our Facebook, which is Eco Action WA, and also on our website, which is www.ecoactionwa.org.
Lovely. So ecoactionwa.org. If you've missed any of that, you can go to thecouch.com.au. Our Facebook page as well. We'll have all of your information. Have a lovely next couple of months, and we look forward to seeing you on the show next year, guys.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
And thank you for all the work you do.
Thank you.
Back to you, Fred.
Thank you to Nisha. Thank you to Eco Action. Wonderful work this year. Love having you on the show. We hope to have you back next year. And if you want to become part of the volunteer group, please contact one of your volunteer organisations and get involved. Help the community. That is it for this segment. We'll take a break. More of The Couch finale coming up right after this. Stick around.
Tell me, would you wait for me? Baby, I'm a rolling stone. I got a lot of right in me, but I don't want to say.
Welcome back to the final bit turn for 2025. Let's introduce our panel today. We've got Jen Merrigan, Have a Go News, broadcaster Chris Ilsley. Welcome back.
Well, if this is the final edition, is this the final bitch?
It certainly is. And the last bitch of the year. And of course, Sharon Atwood from Brand Etiquette. Thank you for coming in. Let's stick with you, Sharon. You've got a great story to start the conversation.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I was really interested to read, and it was funny, a lot of us, I think, had seen bits of it, that there is a program, Back Australia, coming out to work with and try and support these Aussie inventors, innovators, people that have done so much development for their product, only to have it ripped off overseas. And that's where we've seen these, offshore manufacturers coming in on the back of great, social media, a good following, a great product, but they kind of get in and get out before anyone can take action. So the big question, though, I've got with it is, is buying Australian enough? Will we jump to these alternatives, or will we back something that's more expensive in every case because it's the Australian version?
No, in a word.
What do you reckon?
Absolutely no, we
Obviously
won't.
no.
No, the reason why we won't, price is the determining factor. If being Australian was enough, our textiles industry would not have ended up being offshored. Neither would our motor car industry. Being Australian would have been enough, but it isn't. The reason companies say, for example, like Rivers, when they went offshore, the reason they did is because the product could be manufactured cheaper offshore, and they could no longer compete with an Australian-made
and
product.
Bonds did the same thing with their underwear made in India now. And it's not the quality's not as good, it's just the wages are less, the overheads are less. But if you look at, when you're talking about what you said, Sharon, is being Australian enough, look at Aldi. they are Australian products, but at half the price produced by the big companies anyway. So Australians, I think...
Australian products
there's
sold
no
by a
loyalty.
German company.
Yeah, but they're not loyal. Australians are not loyal to Australians anymore. I think if Qantas got sold to the Chinese, people would still fly it if they wanted to fly Qantas. I think we as a country need to bring back Buy Australian. We need to put back that feeling of ownership back in our
But
products.
look at one of our best internationally known Australian products.
Yep.
Foster's.
Yep.
Now you find me an Australian who drinks Foster's because I don't know anyone.
No one drinks
But I think if you
Foster's.
want to be like the Prime Minister has made it very clear, grow it in Australia, make it in Australia. I'd love to see how that's going to happen in practice because one, they keep cutting salaries, they keep cutting people's wages, putting up the overhead, putting up taxes. How are companies ever going to produce here when everything is cheaper to be made overseas?
Absolutely.
What do you think, Jen?
The Prime Minister has been saying, we want to bring back manufacturing to Australia. It's going to be really difficult. I mean, even the Buy Australian or the 100% Australian logo, that doesn't even...
It's not even real.
It's not even real.
I'll give you an example. Harvey Fresh Juices produce so many oranges in the southwest. They actually sell the oranges to America. America send it back to them as concentrate, and then they make the juice out of it. Why aren't we doing that in Australia? Why aren't we doing it in WA?
It would make the juice too expensive. I'll put it to you this way. Australians are not prepared to pay the prices that are required to enjoy the wages and conditions that they enjoy.
And I think also where the Prime Minister went overseas recently, he said there's going to be a brand new Costco coming. So you've got Aldi, Costco, and there's going to be a new one from the Middle East, right? Afghan or something like that. Anyway, they're coming. They've already done the deal. Why would you bring foreign supermarkets to Australia and then whinge about Coles and Woolworths not being able to put their prices up? They've got to survive. Coles and Woolworths have to pay Australian taxes, Australian salaries, Australian condition, Australian superannuation, whereas a lot of these other companies, because their profit is taken overseas, they avoid paying
there'll
any
be
tax.
transfer pricing like Billy O.
Well, the other thing is maybe they've been making large donations to these
knows?
appropriate political parties.
And the unions maybe as well. I'd love to see what happens with that, but I do believe in Buy Australian.
Yeah.
First thing I think Australians need to do is buy a share of an electric car and make it an Australian electric car, since we make all the lithium here in WA. Why are we selling
we mine
to
it, we
China?
don't make it.
No.
I mean, we have no way to process it to the final
Correct.
product.
But at
That's
least
the thing we've got to look
produce
at
it.
is what
Yep.
we can process
Correct.
onshore,
But
what we
can
keep
we
here.
do it in an economically competitive way? Because if
I
we
don't know.
can't,
Then
the
it's not gonna
idea
happen.
of it's Australian so people will buy it, I'm sorry, the reality is vastly different. That won't happen.
Tell us about this family that's on YouTube. Why are they
well,
leaving?
with the impending ban on under-16s from social media, there's YouTube influencing family from Cottesloe in Western Australia that are relocating to London.
Good.
To beat the ban. I actually can tell you how to beat the ban without relocating from Cottesloe to London. Get
I
yourself
know.
a VPN and a Tor browser.
Can I tell you, you don't even have to do that. I spoke to someone that will be nameless, a young child. Do you remember, Sharon?
I do
And I
remember,
asked
yes.
this person, I said to him, I think he was only 12, 14, something
the
like
time,
that.
yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, so he's got a really good way, right?
No, do you know what he said to me? I've just made my age 24 before. So he's already 24 on the system.
Mm.
So unless the parents are then made responsible for relogging the kids back in. So that what they have to do is shut it all down and then get the parents to identify the children and us adults do it with our driver's license. I don't think it's going to happen.
But they're saying the way that we discussed obviously before with our other guest was about, children saying they're older. They're saying the way that they're going to work this around is looking at the way that things are used. So they're going to be looking at the hashtags, they're going to look at the language. They've got algorithms in place that are going to go, no, you're a child. And
May
we're going
I
to
ask
sort
a
that
question
out.
here, please?
Yes.
If Twiggy Forrest, with his vast resources, immense wealth, and battery of the best lawyers money can buy, can't get Facebook to take down scam ads featuring his image,
will never happen.
how the hell are they going to enforce a ban like this? Am I missing something
I
here?
think there's more to. I think they should have. Honestly, I think they should have used a driver's license or a passport as an ID. Kids won't have a driver's license until they're 16.
The reality is, the more and more social media is actually there's nothing social about social media. It's unhealthy, and we're all, we're all on it. I know
it's
we're.
bullying, it's harassment, it's
It's-
making
it-
kids
it-
unsure about their body shapes and also culture.
It's
destroying
not. It's not good for kids to be on social media, and somehow or another, all us adults are going to have to stand up and say it's time to stop it.
Yeah, I tend to think that might be the case.
You do realise that if people run things like VPNs and Tor browsers, you appear as being in another country.
But kids have to pay
So
for that.
the-
But again, you think, are
But
they
they're
going
cheap
to
as
find a
chips,
way
and the Tor
around it?
browser is free.
Yeah.
But do you think parents, guys, do you think the parents, they need to block everybody and then get us all to validate our accounts?
But like Chris's story, though, these are parents encouraging their child to make money on
Correct.
social media.
So they're
and
gonna
it's
leave
happening all
because-
the time.
yeah,
so
because-
I don't think you can trust the parents either to
No,
police
I
this. Not at all.
And parents, the other thing is, this is the first time in traditionally in human history, what happens is the adults teach the kids how to do stuff, and then the kids become the adults who then teach their
Yeah,
kids and
no,
so
look,
on.
absolutely.
What's
It's-
happening now is, whilst they don't have the head to understand and to conceptualise and to fully grasp what they're doing, in the practical hands-on sense, they know far more about this than the adults
Yeah,
do.
absolutely.
So perhaps arguably for the first time in history, you've got sometimes very young children who know more about how something operates than their parents. What they don't have is the maturity to understand the potential downsides and where they could, and the rabbit hole they could be heading
And I
down.
think bad parenting as well, but it's lazy parenting. They just go, yeah, go and play on your Facebook. And I don't think parents do it to be bad. I think they don't know the
They don't
dangers out
know.
there.
Yeah.
And I think this would have been a great opportunity. The idea is great, banning kids under 16, I guess, but I think they should have done it that you had to validate by using a new national ID card, an education card for students that are 16, some sort of ID, and you get every single parent to apply for their kids, and that way, if they didn't have one of those cards, they can't get an account.
Well, that's like having an ID card then.
Exactly.
But, you know, the government use social media more than...
Of course they do.
Yeah.
And
so,
they need
you know,
the kids out there to make it popular too, because kids buy a lot of the products. Jen, you're talking about the former Prince Andrew.
Yes, and it's not the rock star.
What has happened? You know, I've heard stories, before you say your story, I've heard stories today that, you know, has he been set up? Is it a witch hunt? There's so many people that are still supporting the former prince. What do you make of this story that's come
Well,
out?
I think, you know, the royal family are coming to a time where they understand that you know, the Epstein files, unless you're Donald Trump, are pretty serious stuff. And with the release of the book, posthumously of Virginia Giuffre, so. I haven't read the book. I don't know what's in it, but obviously, you know, there's been a lot going on, and
This is released by her family, isn't it? The
Yes,
book's been
yeah,
released by-
and she was
passed away.
actually she was living in Perth.
Correct.
In
Yes, she
her
was.
final days.
And she passed away, obviously.
yes.
She had a couple of incidents.
About 6 months ago.
Yeah. So it was, you know, a very sad story, and obviously we know that Trump won't release the Epstein files, and you know, there's also a lot out there about Andrew being involved with Epstein and documented evidence about it, and it doesn't look good.
It was funny because he's lost his title.
He's lost his title. He's now
Duke.
Andrew Mountbatten.
Yep.
Smith. No,
So he's,
Windsor.
well, he's still eighth in line for.
Why did they call him
being
Andrew
king.
Windsor Smith? No, the company would sue.
Yeah, I think it's,
He's still eighth in line for the throne, and he's still, I think it's called a chancellor, and he could step in for the king. But I tell you what, I don't think Prince William will have
You
that.
know what the story is about all this, don't you? That he was supposedly the Queen's favourite son.
He was, yes.
And whereas the Queen was no slouch, and she would have realised there was a bucket load of problems as a result of what he'd been doing, she perhaps arguably wasn't prepared, and especially given she was aged, she perhaps wasn't prepared to go that last step. Charles has no such compunction.
No, and I think he's done the right thing, to be honest with you.
he's
If you
done
want to
the right
survive
thing.
as a royal family, whether it's good, bad or ugly, he needs to make this step to draw a line in the sand and
Yeah.
say, look, I love you as a brother, I'm going to look after you,
Yeah,
but you need to get out of our family.
You're the public relations side of it
It's
in the
destroyed.
culture that we live in today. And look, really, even the same with Harry. You know, they will probably end up
they've
going.
done the same,
Yeah, they'll go down the same path. He probably won't be Prince
I
Harry.
think the difference with Harry, because he's the son of the king, I
Yeah.
think it's a bad PR.
Yep.
The visuals aren't very good. What do you think, Sharon?
I think it was the right time to
Yeah.
do this, and as we were discussing though as well, I mean, he's also been evicted from where he was
I
living.
think
But he's still going to
after
get to live in
Christmas.
another
Yeah.
royal residence.
He's
But,
gone from a
uh,
35 room, but he's still going to be there until Christmas because they have their Christmas party, and then
He's going somewhere else, which is a royal
and
household.
Fergie's been dumped as well.
Well,
she should never
it's
have been
gone
there.
down the line, and she's she hung on to it as long as she could and got her value out of it. But I think with this, it's good to see that it was earlier rather than later.
No, absolutely.
I feel sorry for the daughters, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, look, they're talking about Eugenie and Beatrice
Yeah.
maybe losing their ties. But
But they've both left the UK.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, you can understand. Look, I think royal family and duties are terrible because it's a hard life. You can't move sideways. You can't look up. You can't look down. You're constantly followed by the paparazzi. You're constantly victimised by no matter what you do.
And social media has made all that worse.
Yep. Ban Facebook, I say. Ban
I
them all.
tell you what, it's getting to that point. People should really have a look at what they do with social media. It's not healthy.
It's dangerous. Look, 20 years ago.
But
when
it's
it all
only not
changed-
healthy because of the way people use it.
Yeah.
And the reason it's not been healthy is because it's happened as a result initially of young people using it.
Yep.
Who did not understand what they were doing.
No,
and the other problem
it's
is
unhealthy because of the way that Facebook run all their algorithms.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
that's
they do
what's
it.
unhealthy about
They do
it.
it.
How it
Correct.
first started up, when it started back in 2007, or I remember when I first went on it, it was a lot. It was a lot more fun to use.
Well, it was there for communication. Now it's become a business tool. It's become a stalking tool.
That's all it's about business. I mean, why do you think that Zuckerberg has fought so hard to stop
Correct.
Andrew Forrest
It's all about
forcing
money.
him to take down scam ads?
I need to thank you all because Sonia's telling me we're going to wrap up. Thank you to
People
Sharon
can
Atwood
vision.
as always. Thank you for your time
much.
this year. We'll see you again next year. Thank you to
Thank
Chris
you.
Ilsley.
My pleasure.
We look forward to your company next year.
Thank you.
And as always, have a go news.
Have a
a
go
go
news.
Jen is always here and we look forward to having you back as well.
Absolutely.
We will take a break on the couch. This is our series final for the year and we're back after the break with more of the couch. Very special finale after this. It is the last segment of a 2-hour special for our finale for 2025. Nisha's back with me again, and we've got the Mind Warp Pavilion guys in to talk about a great show. Over to you, Nisha.
Thank you so much, Fred, and what a great segment to end this finale on. We have a couple of gentlemen who are behind this event in its 10th anniversary, which is the Mind Warp Pavilion, a celebration of the life and times of David Bowie. Welcome to Leith, and
Thanks for
you
having
are
us.
a great musician that takes part in the event. And Greg, the musical director, welcome to the couch.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
So to be in its 10th year, this event must be amazing.
Yes. Well, we do it every January.
Yep.
David Bowie was born on the 8th of January, died on the 10th of January, and we do it on the Saturday closest to it. So we did it as a big show 1 year after he died, and it was meant to be just a one-off, but people said, no, do it again. And then it just became an annual event, and this is the 10th one. So Bowie has been dead for 10 years.
Yes.
Believe it?
Yes, I can't believe it. I mean, everyone, it's a household name, David Bowie.
Yeah.
Amazing. So each year you get a collection of artists as well as participants. Tell me about the show itself. What happens there?
Well, I put together several bands, like 3 or 4, bands of various musicians from all genres, local Perth musicians.
Great.
And I put them together into bands, sort of. They play, not normally people who normally play together.
Oh, so that's
and
an extra
might not even
element.
know each other. Like
Yeah.
there's someone from the jazz scene, someone from the blues scene, someone from the local punk or indie scene, and
it's kind of part of the appeal in a way for it as a musician being involved, because you get to work with a whole new crew of people and a new lineup every year.
And what's that like as a musician as a part of the show?
It's great. I mean, I up until sort of probably doing these Bowie shows, I had just my core, group of musicians that I worked with, my bands that I played with every year, every week, rehearsed with every week, and played with. But then this show comes along and you get to work with people that, I like that drummer, I like that guitarist, that's fun.
Bit of novelty.
Yeah, and also just mates from other bands that you just would never normally get into a room with.
Fantastic.
Greg makes it happen.
Yeah. So David Bowie, and this question is for both of you gentlemen. To be doing this for 10 years, he must be very special to you, his work, his life as an artist. Tell me first, Greg.
Well, you can probably see I'm of the more mature end of the spectrum of local musicians. So yeah, I first came across David Bowie just listening to radio as a kid, and blew my mind. I used to read all the music magazines and anything Bowie related. I just loved it and followed it up. So yeah, that's been
so you want to deliver
50 odd years of Bowie being my favourite artist.
That's fantastic. So these events are like sharing his work with people that may have not got the opportunity to experience him in his lifetime, his practical lifetime. Yeah. And what about yourself, Lee?
Well, I discovered Bowie through Rage, so through television, actually, and seeing the video clip for Ashes to Ashes, and just being like, that guy's strange. What the heck is this? And then, more programmers would put other video clips on, and but Bowie was like all the bands that I sort of liked, they were influenced by Bowie, and Bowie's been an influence on me, and I almost said vice versa. He doesn't know who I am.
Well, he's probably watching down on you guys now, going, wow.
I mean, he's not just I have to stress this about Bowie. He's not just a musician. He's not just a singer. Like, he's an artist. Like, there's a lot of bands. Like, there's a lot of artists in rock and roll, but I think Bowie is someone who has evolved over the years. Experimented, been completely unapologetic in their experimentation, still maintained relevance in the mainstream and the zeitgeist, and as a influential and incredible musician, but artist.
Yeah, and for 10 years now you've been giving people the opportunity to celebrate his life. Tell me about the actual event. What happens on the evening?
Okay, so it's mostly a musical show where the bands that I put together, and every song has a different singer, although the first time we did it, every song had a different singer. Now most vocalists who get up and join the band do 2 or 3 songs across the end of across the night. So yeah, there's 4 sets of bands playing Bowie songs, and that varies. It's not like the classic tribute show where people dress up and try and look like Bowie and impersonate. It's not like
very interactive. We can see that.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can see from and there's Lath.
Hey,
what a joke.
So we do get glammed up and we put on a show. But yeah, it varies from some songs, particularly the more popular, well-known songs. We do pretty much as they were on the record, the studio version. But there's some songs we play around with a bit, or we base what we do on a live version that Bowie's done.
Nice. And what's the best thing about this event? So if I've never been to one before, why would I come to one?
Okay, well, it's not just that the music's great. There's a live artist who is doing a painting throughout the course of the evening.
Now we're talking. Yes.
That's available for auction, and we give the money from that to the Cancer Council.
That's great.
And part of the proceeds of the show goes to the Cancer Council.
Fantastic.
We also have face painting and glitter for face painting for adults.
Adults, great.
Yeah, people in the show can get their, their Ziggy Stardust thing or their Aladdin Sane thing or whatever. And it's just great fun. And I don't know, it's from the first song that everyone's on the dance floor, and it's just, I don't know, great fun. And Freo Social is a great venue.
It is. That's where you're having it. Very interactive, and lots of people come back year after year, right? So
that's right.
You're nearly catching up with people all the time.
It's an awesome event. I mean, that's why the same crew come back to perform and be involved every year. And credit to Leanne and Greg for putting the shows together. It's really great to be involved every year and work with the different musos. I'd say, though, what I really like about the event is that, with live music in particular, it's if you get a room full of people that all love and appreciate the same things, there's a real communion that occurs.
Lovely, and we need more connection, don't we?
That's it. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes you can go see a bunch of bands and not everyone knows all the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to a Bowie tribute and everyone knows the lyrics. Everyone's singing along, and so I'm looking out at someone who's smiling and singing back at what I'm singing to them.
Beautiful.
And that's fun.
Laith, I can sense the passion as well with Greg as well. Very obvious. But gentlemen, where do we find out more and actually get some tickets for this event? Because it sounds like it's going to be amazing.
You can go to the Mindwarp Pavilion Facebook page, or go to Freo Social Facebook page or website, and there's links to the tickets there. You can search through Mostex, but you've got to put in Mindwarp Pavilion. Don't go searching for David Bowie.
Okay.
Or you can just come to Greg's house, knock on his door.
No, okay, that's not advisable. Okay, so gentlemen, Saturday, 10th of January 2026. Don't miss it at Freo Social. We'll have all the details on thecouch.com.au as well as our Facebook page. Thank you so much for joining us on this finale. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see you at the show.
You're coming, yeah?
Yes, I would love to come.
Okay.
If I'm invited,
absolutely.
I'll come.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Bring a crowd.
Excellent. Okay, lovely. It's back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you to our friends from Mindwarp Pavilion. If you like David Bowie, go to the Freo Social. That is it for the show for this year, not for this week. Can I just say a big thank you to the people who make this show possible. The first one is Ellenbrook Secondary College, who are here in Ellenbrook, eastern suburbs of Perth, where we have our couch studio. Also, thank you to the management of the school here at Ellenbrook, also the Education Department, for allowing us to use this wonderful facility. Also, we'd like to thank, can I just say, a big thank you to Aurora TV Foxtel. We also want to thank C31 in Melbourne, C44 in Adelaide, and Nada TV around Australia. Thank you very much for all their great support in putting the show on air. Facebook and YouTube for letting us put it on there. Can I thank Nisha? She does an amazing job with the show. She's our left-hand person here, and she's been with us for so many years. Co-host extraordinaire. She does a great job. Thank you to Nisha for her great work, and good luck with Roadmap to Health. Check her out. Can I also thank our director, Adrian, in the control room. He puts together all the graphics, all the stuff. He edits the show together and gets it ready for upload for Foxtel, etc. Adrian is there. Can I thank Brody? Brody does a wonderful job. Brody also has the help of Brendan, who's not there today, but Brody, thank you for all your help. Thank you to the lovely Ella, who is jumped into audio a few weeks ago. There you go, she's waving away. Riley, thank you for your help as well with audio, and thank you very much to Brody as well, who does audio. Can I also thank the crew in here, Sonia, for all her amazing work. I think it's more than 20 years. Sonia, come into the light so we can see you. That's Sonia Raynon, our floor manager. There you go, there she is there. She's been with us for so many years. She keeps everything in order, and we love having her here. Josh is one of our senior camera people who helps in all ways, in the studio, on the set, microphones, wherever we need. Josh is there. Thank you to Tess, who also does the same thing. They're our seniors. Thank you to Tess for all her wonderful help, helping Nisha with her social media and all that type of thing. And put up your rates next year. More money from Nisha. Thank you to Alex Dolan, who does a wonderful job. Alex is only 14. He's come to us this year as a new one. He's sung on the show. Well done, Alex. Thank you to Sai. Sai, thank you for coming on board. He's a student here at the school. Sai, well done. And thank you Aiden here, right beside me. Aiden's also 14. He's one of the students at the school. He does an amazing job. Can I thank Lucas as well, that's not here today? And is anybody else not here? No, I think we're all here. Anybody that I've forgotten? Can I thank Barbara as well? Thank you to Stella for helping us today in the tea room, the green room. Thank you to you at home. Thanks to all our wonderful supporters. Have a wonderful Christmas. Happy New Year, and we'll catch up with you bright and early in March next year. Keep smiling, keep it local, and we'll see you next year. Bye for now.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Retrovision, the right advice at the best price. Safety Compliance Global, taking care of all your safety requirements. The Ray Hotel, discover the best pub experience in Fremantle. And Eco Action, inspiring positive environmental change. Thank you all for supporting local.